Check, check, check. Okay, cool. I am waiting at some tables beyond the sun, but I'm expecting we're actually playing Agricola because I also have an Agricola queue going. But I have been struggling to get beyond the sun games, which is fine. It's just I'd like to play it, but it's been hard lately. But some more Agricola would be good. The Return of the King. Again, that's a stretch, but anyhow, yes, thanks. I am glad to sneak a little streaming in again. Have a surprisingly like calm and chill weekend lined up. Partly because my partner's gone, so like that reduces things to do too. Partly I am feeling the playing Agricola itch. Oh, we might be playing Beyond the Sun. Who's gonna win, Beyond the Sun or Agricola? I might have to update my stream title. It might not be. It might not be Agricola. It might be playing Beyond the Sun. Do, 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 do. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see which queue wins out here. Um, um, yeah. What else? Yeah, I'm just getting pumped for WBC. I got a bunch of printing and stuff sent off today for all my score sheets and stuff. I'm helping to run Orleans and St. Petersburg, so it was nice to get those sent off, and hopefully I can pick those up tomorrow. Which is really good because yeah, I've been staring at it for a while. Oh, hey, my order's already ready. Apparently I could have gone and picked my order up at like 2 hours after I sent it in, which I mean is not that shocking because it is a pretty simple print order. But cool. That'll be great. I can go do that tomorrow. Nice. Okay. Well, anyhow, yeah, that's great news that that's out of the way. What else has been up? Yeah, I'm really just excited for. Really just getting excited for WBC. It's part of why I'm trying to stream and play a bit. Um, I just have a lot of gaming on the mind lately. My local board game store also had a buy one get one half off sale today, and I wound up loading up on a bunch of board games that I've been wanting. So that was also pretty nice. Speaking of which, that is all of a sudden when I realized I'm um, updating my BGG collection quick here. How do I feel about the new ban list? I feel really good about the new ban list. I I mean, I posted the ban list thread, as did quite a few other people, and I kind of just agreed with the consensus. I didn't super look down the list. I'm not. I personally was not super convinced that. I wasn't super convinced that guest room needed to be banned. Um, but enough people did, and that seemed like it seems reasonable. Like whatever. Um, what else did I think about the ban list? Overall, I'm just really thrilled. The ban list definitely needed an update, right? There was like 10 cards that are like we banned another 12 cards. I don't know the exact number. I'm not counting them, but like there was a lot of stuff that needed to be banned. One or two people have complained about Lodger. I personally get that Lodger's annoying, but I don't think Lodger's ban worthy. Um, yeah. Otherwise, like everything I wanted banned got banned. Yeah, I don't know. I'm quite happy with it. So only surprised he was guest room. That just because there not being any stats for the card. Yeah, I agree. I'd love to see the actual stats. That would help. Like guest room has got to be very good. I just am curious how good. Sorry, I'm getting distracted reading things, but um, oh, still could be played Beyond the Sun. Agricola's not looking great, but all right. And then I got distracted. I was updating my BGG collection. Because I picked up a whole slew of games today. And if I don't remember to update my collection now, when will I remember? When will I remember? The answer is who the hell knows, so let's do it now. Alright, I think that satisfies. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we still don't have a game yet, but fair enough. We're pretty close to a game of some sort, but I probably should restart my Agricola queue, actually. We're sitting in, we're gonna get real close to possibly playing a slow speed game, and that will make me go nuts. Um, do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah, we're still waiting. What else? What else did I want to do? I did want to peek at my schedule at WBC one more time. All of a sudden, in my head, I was reminded that I kind of like Power Grid, and I believe Power Grid never actually works in my schedule, partly because it's a 3-hour block. But I don't remember exactly when Power Grid is happening at WBC. And I'm curious if there is any way I could sneak some of it in. Wednesday 17 is the semifinal. I think that is a big problem for me, which is probably why I ignored it. Wednesday 17, yeah, 3-hour heat for semifinal.
Like, technically it works, but it runs into Beyond the Sun semis, which I care about a lot. So that alone is a big issue. A Heat Wednesday morning is a big issue because I run Orleans, so I can't play that Heat. Tuesday 21 is an issue. Yeah, Tuesday 21 is an issue because I want to be playing the Agazia semis, and I run St. Pete, so that's a big issue. And Monday at 20 is probably fine. Yeah, no, Monday at 20 I have to be running Orleans. Okay, well, never mind. That's why I'm not playing Power Grid. Now I remember, it conflicts with all the other events I'm running, so I mega cannot, which is fine. All right, we're waiting for one person in Beyond the Sun. One person in Agricola. I'm not actually convinced that this person is here for Beyond the Sun either, to be fair. I would not be shocked if this said one player earlier and just has never gone back. Also, if I don't get a game relatively soon, I mean, I will bail, but hopefully we get there. But what else is there to talk about? Yeah, I don't know. Don't know that there's anything else particularly important. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, my brain is just really on WBC. Like, again, it wildly in a week I will be at the convention and starting to play games with friends. And yeah, like basically a week from now, Saturday morning, the convention truly starts. The Agricola heats happen. So it's just yeah, like ooh, looks like the queue's about to pop. Not a good sign because the game's not being pushed to me, which often means that I've like red thumbed somebody. It thought it was gonna assign me to a game. Oh, maybe it did assign me to a game, and it just took a bit. All right, we have Zizak. Zizak, I don't think has been on the stream, but if you are, goodbye. Otherwise, looks like the others are more random. Okay, time to send out stream announcement to the Agricola folks, which I think I forgot to do last night, by the way, but... Wow, actually looking at the Agricola stream announcements chat, it looks like it's been dead for almost 3 months. It's kind of wild. Even Gordon and some others have not been using it, but... me versus Zizak, you're here for it? I mean, it could go badly. Zizak's right in front of me, and right after the weaker players. At least I'm first seed and he's fourth seed, but I suspect we're in trouble. Also, we have somebody with a 68%, and it looks like they quit. And of course, their quits and timeouts are all in Agricola. It's not a good sign. Nah, the only question remaining is, are they a quitter because they don't know the game starts, or are they a quitter because they quit partway through games and have bad internet connection? And it looks like they quit partway through games. This guy also quits pretty often, just plays enough to make up for it. Neither of them are particularly good, so I'm honestly kind of expecting that this game just not complete, but hey, whatever, we'll try and see what happens. Okay, what do we got? We have a cultivator, we have a bonehead, we have a plowman. Those are all pretty good. We have a freaking apiary, that's pretty insane. We have cultivator wheel plow, cultivator mole plow. Those are pretty damn good. I do like Moral Crusader in general, but there's no... Well, Moral Crusader Private Forest. Wow, Moral Crusader Private Forest is also just actually very good. Gonzo! Wow, thanks so much. Keeping up the subscription streak, even though I like literally didn't stream for a month, is a lot of dedication. So thank you. I really like Moral Crusader Private Forest in general. I don't think it's actually better than Apiary Cultivator. Also, ignoring the plows with Cultivator is a little bit sad, but Apiary is so good. If we find any other, like... Well, what Ocker are we going to get? God, it is draft 8. Maybe Apiary is not as good as, like, just Wheel Plow. Wheel Plow Cultivator is so good. Wheel Plow is so cheap, easy to play. Cultivator is so good. But there's so much plow help in this draft. There's plowman, mole plow, wheel plow. It's going to be so easy just to plow, and it's going to be so good to get free sows. Somebody's taking Bonehead, somebody takes Plowman, somebody takes Mortal Crusader. So on the wheel, I'm getting like Animal Tamer's Apprentice or Bohemian. That actually does kind of suck. That slightly pushes me away from Apiary. I think I'm still going to take Apiary because I don't know. Apiary is just insane if you can put Ox down fast. We'll see if we get enough other good Ox to justify it, but where do I stand on backseating? Oh, say whatever you want. I I don't really have a problem with backseating. I get that arena is a competition, but to be totally honest, here's a couple of my further thoughts. One, I'm going to ignore. I'm going to do whatever I want anyhow. And yes, chat occasionally will give me ideation, which is like kind of cheating. However, I still have to decide to do it, and I also think streaming makes it just as likely I'm missing stuff because I'm not paying attention and I'm talking to chat, as it does give me ideas. More critically for me, I don't play enough games in a season to feel that I'm ruining the competitive balance anyhow. I'm not actually going to win an arena season with how often I'm playing Agricola, so I also don't feel too bad. Um, I mean, maybe my opponents occasionally feel cheated, but for the most part, I don't think streaming is giving me unfair advantage, so whatever. Confidant is pretty sweet, but it's way less necessary with Apiary. Cotter is pretty good, especially if I want an early Ock to play. Just giving me more trickles of wood and clay is pretty nice. Chimney Sweep is pretty good, but the only thing that Chimney Sweep kind of stinks at is that it kind of wants to come later, and Apiary suggests to me I want stuff early. I would also love Crop Help, which I've not seen yet. Straw, ooh, also I just saw Straw Hat. Straw Hat Cultivator is pretty sweet. Straw Hat is more Plow Help. I might just take Straw Hat here. The only other thing that kind of excites me is Breed Registry. Breed Registry is kind of just 3 free points, though, right? I should probably just take Breed Registry. Uh, although, am I gonna not eat sheep? I might be eating sheep. What else am I eating thus far? I mean, I'd like to be eating crops in some capacity, but I don't actually have the crops yet. Let's take the Straw Hat. I can open the game Reedstone Food and then play Straw Hat later. Is that better than just opening the game Cultivator, though? I don't know. Huh. I don't know. This could be wrong. Anyhow, your opinions are wrong a lot of the time. That's fair. Apiary is hot with so many plows. The Apiary is hot, but I actually have to think, Stu. You hate Straw Hat so much. I don't love Straw Hat. I also don't love Straw Hat, but I am taking it here. I do like herb. Oh, this is this is not the veg in the field thing. Never mind. I don't really like this. Bread paddle I would like if I actually had crops, but holy crap, where are the crops this game? Where are the crops this game? Sheep agent seems okay with what I want to do. Stone carver is okay. Basket maker's wife's okay. Tree farm joiner's pretty good. Tree farm joiner might be the pick here, actually. The miners are decent, although I'm gonna run out of miners that are worth playing. I am definitely gonna run out of miners that are worth playing. I want this bread paddle to be good, but we just have no crops. You don't really need crop support with Apiary? I agree. I do agree that with Apiary, I can at least just manually take it, so it's fine. It just means that I do still need food help, too, and this draft has not really provided me food help. Maybe it is Stone Carver, then. I don't love eating my stone, but I also don't love... I actually don't love my food situation this game. Studio is very good. I have Cotter. That's true, actually. I can eat clay, and that is some food help. Okay, I like that, actually. And then I will take Tree Farm Joiner. There's an Outrider, which is technically... there's the Outrider, which is technically crop support, but also I'm being passed a Patroness. Or a Master Huntsman. I mean, Patroness seems pretty legit with wanting to push out a bunch of Ox, wanting extra reed for my miners. Yeah. Like, I think I take the Patroness.
I don't know that I hit the pig owner. And while I do sort of want crops, I do agree with Sid at this point. I don't think I actually am looking for crop help. Apiary will do its job on its own. I think I take the Patroness here. I think I just opened a game Patroness. Getting read while I play Ox is going to be very handy here. Eternal Rye Cultivation seems okay here. Mostly because I don't really like the other cards. I don't know what I'm building pastures. Stable is fine. Woodpile is fine. Actually, I'm gonna settle for stable. I just want something that's playable and does. I don't know when Eternal Rye is playable, and so I don't actually know. I don't really know when it's gonna do anything. Stable at least is just like a wood for a point, and with Cotter it's basically free. With Tree Farm Joiner, I want stuff that I can play. God, I don't know. The Woodpile might be better. Whatever. Patroness isn't the great Ock out of all time in Draft 8. I mean, obviously, I agree. Patroness is, like, not. One in the world were the first 3 Ocks taken out of this pack. I don't totally know, because Master Huntsman's also, like, pretty good, but I agree that Master Huntsman and Patroness in Draft 8 are not, like, that crazy, but it's really good here. Patroness is very good here, though, I agree. Patroness plus an action, Cultivator plus SP the Straw Hat. Yes, I do agree that that looks like the line. Plowman came back. Okay. I did not expect Plowman to come back. Huh. You're still mad about the Patroness nerf? I mean, I agree. I don't actually think Patroness needed to be nerfed, to be completely honest. Especially in Revised, I don't think Patroness needed the nerf. There's so much resource injection in general in Revised. I think Patroness would have been fine without the nerf, but anyhow, Patroness is still going to be good here. The Plowman is probably unnecessary here. Mostly because I don't know that I have time to play the Plowman to get the fields off the Plowman. And I already have Straw Hat giving me a couple fields, and other players have a bunch of plows that we already saw and know about. I don't think I need it. Although I guess the argument is what else am I taking? I don't really care about playing most of these cards. Maybe Animal Tamer's Apprentice, but like I don't know when that's happening. 3 field rotation is kind of cute. 3 field rotation's kind of cute here. That could be that reasonably could be 3 to like that 3 field rotation's probably like 6-ish food throughout the game. Fire protection pond seems okay. Firewood is always interesting. I'm not very high on it personally. I find it awkward timing to get it to work. Although I do have some extra clay. I need to make picks. I'm trying to time out. I don't know that I made the right choices there. A grain sieve. Every time we harvest at least 2 grain, I get 1 extra. That seems okay-ish. Simple oven is at least 2 clay for a point, which is like something. I don't think I actually want Master Renovator, but it's cute. We have Bad Outrider. Bad Outrider might be okay enough to play. Sure. I don't see myself playing Interior Decorator, and I don't actually see wanting to Master Renovate. But maybe Silo Keeper. I think I take Grain Sieve. Grain Sieve's cheap. God, maybe it is Simple Oven, though. 2 clay to a point? Sure. I'll take the 2 clay to a point thing. I don't know that that's right either, but... Love my headband. Did I come from the gym? I came from walking my dog, and it's fairly hot, so yeah, I just have a bandana on. I somewhat often have bandanas on during the summer because I get sweaty up, and I don't know, I just like having a bandana, but you're right, I didn't even think about it. I also don't always realize I have it, so then I just have it on. I should probably have taken it off, but whatever. Are we ever oven sighting this game? We should have taken the stupid firewood, actually. I forgot Oven Sight was coming around. Oven Sight Firewood Collector actually is pretty legit. So that's kind of sad. Um, yeah, that's actually kind of sad. This would have actually been a fairly legit combo, but I think I just take bread paddle because with Cotter it's basically a free food, and maybe I bake a grain and something at some point. Sheep Agent seems like it actually does things, whereas Stable Milker is never doing things. So, whoops. Okay, we are going to open Patroness, and we'll see what comes back. Do some push-ups. I came from the gym, I see. I should have known HIKLJ. What you're referring to is the strongest stock in the set. Nice. Another victim of the Zizak Steamroller? Correct. We'll die. Grain Cellar is just about not banned to G45, but Grain so easy and revised to be trolling added in. Yeah, Grain Cellar not getting added in was correct. I definitely agree. All right, I need to do push-ups for HIKLJ. I have a slightly interesting decision here. I could take 2 wood just to have wood. This Moral Crusader is definitely playing Private Forest, so we're going to be last next round, which is actually a little bit annoying, but it hopefully will be okay. But we might not get Ock. I'm tempted just to take 2 food. I want to keep playing a bunch of Ocks, and that is fairly food intensive. And I don't know when I have extra food. Yeah, this is going to be a game where I just day labor, actually, round 1. Overtake the rest of those options. We started with 1 food less, too, because we're first seed and all that jazz. Oh. All right. Hopefully I didn't even look at the camera. I think I put the camera. I think I closed my laptop lid appropriately there. But anyhow, there goes the Private Forest. The Zach at 55 turn-based games. That is crazy. But is this Zach on a heater or something? Yeah, for the last few years. Yeah. You're not sure what Grain Cellar falls into totally busted with combos, or just pretty good with combos. I think it falls in slightly too good, but I agree that a Grain Cellar's... It's hard to say. Anyhow. Teal with the classic just Reedstone food, 2 wood. Zizak starts with 3 wood, because he was basically forced to. Yeah, the player after us took the Moral Crusader Private Forest combo, which is pretty predictable. That does mean that Teal and Zizak have Wheel Plow and Mole Plow. One of them has Wheel Plow, one of them has Mole Plow. Which does mean that we should be able to get on Plow pretty easily. I would really like to play Cultivator here and take a read off Patroness. Would really like that. Reedstone food is okay, 2 reeds okay, I guess, so like I'll live, but would really like the Cultivator. But we'll see what happens. Emptied the fields is really good. Yes. The fact that Grain Cellar empties the fields immediately is like... yeah. It's almost a good, like... an Ock that just immediately harvests all of your grain fields is already, like, kind of okay on its own. Just for, like, a pure grain game. And then the fact that it also gives you wild powers of making animals is kind of nutty. Bonehead gets played, that's fair. Will Zizak let us Ock, even though we played a Patroness? Probably not, but maybe he takes 2 reed, or just takes 3 more wood. Okay, we see you, Zizak. I don't actually know what that means, but I definitely want this Cultivator down. And I definitely want reed. Definitely want reed. I will SP Straw Hat. Otherwise, I'll just Plow. Then next round I can try to SP Straw Hat plus like a Reedstone Plow jump to something. We're definitely going to be a little slow on rooms. I'd still like to play Cotter and Tree Farm Joiner fairly soon. I maybe even do want to play Plowman. I'm not sure, but... Looks like Guildhall? Guildhall's not in the set. But I agree, it looks like Guildhall, but Guildhall does not exist. God damn. Dashy starting with Firewood. You already played Private Forest. Why do you want? Why do you want to? That's so annoying. And ignores to read. This is definitely frustrating when somebody ups twice. It makes it hard for me to get my stupid straw hat out too. It sucks. I mean, I passed these cards, but ugh. It's not. He does not mean Town Hall. He means Guildhall. Guildhall's not in the set. Anyhow, the Firewood getting played there is, yeah, definitely unfortunate. But whatever. Again, to be fair, I did pass Firewood and I did pass him Oven Sight, or did Oven Sight fall out of the draft? I might have passed Oven Sight also. So whatever. I'm just not that high on Firewood. I'm really not that high on Firewood after you play Private Forest, but I guess Moral Crusader is a lot of food. It just feels like a lot of too much tempo loss in stage one and too much handing resource piles to the players after you, but I'm partly just complaining because they're making me last. But whatever. Whatever. They are going to get a lot of extra wood this game because of the cards they played, and they added a bunch of food into their game, so maybe it works out. What do I want to do? Am I actually going SP Straw Hat into Plow? That's definitely a little nerve-wracking, but it might be what I'm doing. Because otherwise I'm going Plow and then hoping to wheel start player. I mean, revealing Straw Hat here is kind of... I just don't think people are Plow blocking me, though. It's round 3. If people wanted Plows, they had chances at them. The opponents in front of me definitely have Plow help. Zizak taking more clay. Very interesting. I don't know what this is yet. We do have late major. I think I am going to go start player into Plow. Agricola Streamer Curse is sitting behind the start demon. We'll see. Open Plow. Worst case, you get wood food. Moral Crusader is really good with a combo, to the point really bad cards that combo with it are worth playing, like Wall Builder. I agree that Moral Crusader is quite good. I'm not arguing that Moral Crusader Private Forest is really good. I don't know that I like Firewood as their follow-up play, but hey, they can prove me wrong. It'll work out. Was Tree Farm Joiner a consideration last round instead of Cultivator? No, not really, but now that you say that, I mean, maybe that was right, alright? I could have played Tree Farm Joiner to get Straw Hat down and then hope to get Cultivator. But... I didn't necessarily think I was getting Ock again here, but, like, I do have the option. Is anybody gonna start on me? Zizak might be. I don't know what Zizak's setting up. Plowing first just seems so lame, though. It seems so unnecessary. I think I'm allowed to start here. I'm gonna claim that I get Plow back. I don't think anybody's gonna Plow block me. And maybe that's me being too, like, oh, people aren't gonna block me, but there's too much other value on the table. Both Ox spots, 3 wood. There's some good actions for everybody else to be taking. Honestly, 3 food for red is like a pretty reasonable action too. I'm also making it interesting if red wants to take 3 clay to build first fireplace with, although their firewood's not ready for that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyhow. It's not that important to hit both procs. I mean, that's true too. Like, even if I get blocked here, I get a food back, and like, I just don't think anybody's blocking me. So... I think that's probably correct, Sid. I mean, I really liked your line where I was going to get start player in round 2. That line I liked a lot. And this is the type of position where I don't really love Straw Hat, because like sometimes you have weird tempo on playing it. If I was allowed to just play it as my last action of round 2, like, oh, yeah, I mean, things would be really nice, but I think this is okay start still. I do think we're skipping Plowman though, because I already plowed in round 2, and now I'm hoping to plow in 3 and 6. So I definitely don't think we're playing Plowman. I think we are just trying to play Tree Farm Joiner and Cotter. I guess Cotter and then Tree Farm Joiner at this point. Yeah, I think that's all I'm trying to play, and then I'm playing Apiary, trying to sneak a grain move in at some point so I can start doing it, but the one food is pretty relevant here, so first action SP is not that bad. I guess the one food allows me to play another Ock, but it does look like I might get expensive Ock. Although I guess I can go expensive Ock into Reedstone food. I can go expensive Ock into Reedstone food, which actually is pretty sweet. Oh, I don't get expensive Ock. Okay. It looks like I'm just jumping to 3 food, which is not thrilling. Master Huntsman made it all the way back to Zizak. I mean, I know I'm playing with not that strong of opponents, but wow. Okay, well that makes slightly more sense why he's just been focused on taking the clay. I mean, we're definitely plowing. Do I have farmyard arrangement concerns? Not really. I guess I just build my room here and I plow these spaces for now. Sure. I would like to move my pawn, and I think I'm just taking 3 food. I don't really want 3 clay for any reason, do I? I mean, I could build fireplace. I don't think I'm that interested. Am I taking 4 wood? I could just take 2 wood here alternatively, but 4 wood next round is pretty sweet. My opponents have a lot of reed already. Although I guess this basket maker's wife's gonna eat some of it. What do I want to open with? Do I want to open 4 wood or do I want to open reedstone? Kind of want to open reedstone, but not that badly. I also want to play more ox. Guess I just take 3 food. I really don't know. Or is this take a grain? Is this take a grain? I'm gonna take a grain. I'm gonna have to take that manual grain at some point. And now I'm gonna just play an Ock here. I'm gonna rush. Am I rushing down frickin' Apiary? Is that correct? Taking the grain, I probably should not chase the grain. I should just take 4 wood. 4 wood's a wildly good action, even with all the wood injection, right? Just take 4 wood. Just take 4 wood. Then try to get a knock on the wheel. I don't know. Anyhow, blah 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 blah. Feeding's much more brutal and original. Cookeries are less important. The early food from Master Huntsman is so impactful and it's less here. Yeah. It's still good. Agreed. Still occasionally been an all-star. Yeah. Take a raw grain feels like Gonzo advice. Taking the raw grain might have been wrong / unnecessary, but I don't know. I eventually have to take that action, and the board was offering me 2 wood or 3 food. I have to assume the next time I'm thinking about taking a grain, I have even worse options. The reed pressure is on, but thank you, Patroness. Thank you, Patroness. Yeah, let's get another Ock down. Is it Tree Farm Joiner time? Tree Farm Joiner means that I would be playing a minor improvement next round and not getting my Cotter resources. No, that seems wrong. Seems like it's Cotter, then we play Tree Farm Joiner. And Tree Farm Joiner can like play Apiary in round 7, and then we can actually sow our field in round 7, harvest it, sow it again in round 8. That seems good. We'll take some reed off Patroness. Okay. Solid. We have 3 ox down, we have 2 fields down, we almost have room parts. That all seems pretty legit. I would like to take 5 food next round. We'll see. I think that's going to happen. Zizak's going to just build a cookery here. They are just taking 4 food. I think I get 5 food to open next round. Teal presumably takes 3 wood, yeah. So yeah, I just take 5 food to open next round. I mean, I could open Reedstone food alternatively, but I think 5 food looks really smooth. I go 5 food. Then I try to get Reedstone food or just Tree Farm Joiner down or stuff like that. That seems fine. Plowman? As I said, I don't want Plowman. We don't need Plowman. You're liking the game a lot, only dent would be early grow. I like our game a decent bit. I don't know if I like it a lot yet. But I like it. We have some fun stuff going. We're definitely in a solid position. Um, but yeah, it is not early grow though. So yeah, I do think that's pretty damn good for us. I do think I'm still taking this 5 food. If I don't take 5 food, I don't know how I get through this stage. Um, I still don't really have long-term feeding figured out, so I think 5 food looks really clean here. If I'm allowed to play Ock on the wheel, I'll do that. If I'm allowed to Reedstone, I'll do that. If I get 5 clay, I probably will do that, because I probably do just need a cookery at some point. Even a hearth with what I have, I can bake a little in that, or start eating veg. Like, one of the hearths would be fine, but if you played Arena, you'd value any growth protector very highly. Yeah, I think that's fair. The 5 clay does get taken, and now Reedstone. Okay, I get Ock back. I mean, I'm okay with this. I had a strong desire to spam Ox. I mean, I am going to build rooms last. Teal's probably double building rooms here. Um, yeah, it looks like Teal's going to double build. So, I mean, I'm just growing last, but hopefully Apiary down in round 7 is going to do enough work. Gonna keep taking Reed. I'm still happy to take a Reedstone food and play Studio. I would like to play Studio for a bit of feeding helps eventually. Although, good luck me getting Clay, I guess. Which is fair enough, I ignored Clay. And I guess, yeah, Red really needs Clay so that they can activate their Firewood eventually. Teal is going to build rooms, but then Undid. Teal definitely should be building, yeah, and they do. I guess actually Zizak would have to SP here if he wants to build the next room, otherwise I open build. Yeah, I can open next round with build. I don't know that it matters, right? It's not going to matter, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Zach has a scholar. Interesting. Okay. Renovating into a hearth with Master Huntsman is pretty cool. Growth does come, so it's mid-growth. I guess I build here, or do I start build? No, start build doesn't really work because Zach can build. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna build and then plow and then jump somewhere else, or I just take 4 wood. Do I ever grow in front of Zizak? I don't know that it matters here. You think Lodger parking is the most awful growth flippy variance strategy in the game? I think a lot of people have played Lodger really crummy, is what it sounds like. Both you and Zizak have like said things about Lodger that I don't understand, so I'm guessing that Lodger in weaker players' hands does things that I do not condone, but I don't really know that I should blame that on Lodger. Um, I eventually need to build, but God, passing 4 wood just seems wrong. So like, I just take 4 wood, let Zizak build, then I plow. Yeah, I'm gonna just fall into my spot in the queue and be happy about it. And maybe that's wrong, but killing the Lodger is such a tempting side quest. As long as people are trying to be efficient with their builds, it's good, and insurance matters a lot in mixed experience, blah blah blah. Lots of dead Lodgers in Arena due to bad play. If I build, I grow ahead of Zach. I don't know if that's true. I mean, it's only true if I'm willing. Oh, I guess Teal has 2 rooms, so then Zizak, if he's Zizak can't stable block, and Teal could stable block. No, but I'd have a room. I see what you're saying. I guess it works, huh? Because Zizak can't start build. No, Zizak can start build. I'd have to stables. Yeah, I'd have to be willing to stable. Or I guess I see teal. No, I don't. Somehow I'm not thinking through this growth queue very cleanly, and it's bothering me. I'm trying to like do it, but also I just don't care enough. So whatever. I took 4 wood. I took 4, and that's where we are now. So whatever. I could just plow and stable block as Zach starts, but this is fine. Let's be more flexible, Straw Hat. Is this like a 9-food 3-field rotation in my future? Yes. The 3-field rotation is definitely going to pump out some food for us this game, which is pretty sweet. Because, yeah, our feeding is actually kind of iffy, but I do think 3-field rotation is going to do a lot of work for us. Really cool miner with apiary? Yeah, 3-field rotation with apiary seems pretty legit. Zazak doesn't even build? Oh, because he knows I'm going to plow. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. I am going to actually plow, right? Straw Hat? Yeah, I'm just going to plow. Seems crazy not to plow. Teal not having to start is... Well, I guess Teal sort of has to start, because in the crazy world where Zazak doesn't build, then I get build plus grow? I don't know. Everything's a bit weird here, but whatever. Build into plow into wood seemed very free. Yeah, I should have done it. I should have just built, actually. You think 4-wood's better than growing ahead of Zach with a stable, but you're not seeing the game clearly? I think Sid's correct. I was supposed to build. I agree. It goes cleaner. It forces Teal to start player also, which is like, I think kind of useful, because right now, Red never had to start for their growth, and now Teal looks like they might not actually have to start for their growth. Adoptive parents from Red. Red really hates food. Just really is like, I'm gonna pay food for private forest. I'm gonna pay food for firewood, and actually, what's happening with the sheep pile? If Zazak builds, Red gets to build major minor here and take all the sheep. That's actually kind of a problem. That adoptive parents is. Does Zazak take food here? Hates food, quitter, coincidence? No, actually, that's true. That's really true. In my position, you're largely playing against a Zach. That actually makes sense. That does make sense, Sid. I guess, does a Zach need the food? Zach kind of needs this food. Passing 8 food here is pretty rough, but letting me build is sweet. Wow. Zach takes the stone because of Scholar, and Teal did not start player. And Red is going to fireplace. Teal's going to get 6 wood, but I'm going to get grow? How am I getting grow? I mean, I'm not going to complain, but what? Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I would like to move my person to build. Did he get Freemason? He's going for Freemason. This is fun. He definitely got Freemason. Yes, I agree. At this point, I agree. This is clearly Freemason at this point. Anyhow, I think I actually build one stable here. I have a lot of wood. I'm eventually playing this stable miner, probably. I guess actually it's not a guarantee. But there's also this just gigantic pile of sheep. I guess I'm not getting the sheep. Do stables help me contest animals faster, or do I just wait defense? I just wait defense. Wait defense. Let's not be crazy. We don't have that much wood. There is a lot of wood injection in the game, though. Wood collector, bonehead, private forest, firewood, cultivator, tree farm joiner. Like, there's so much wood in this game. But does Monster Clown Zazak exist? Yes, I do think Zazak occasionally just goes crazy. I'm taking wood off of Cotter because clay is not that necessary at the moment. Yeah, just keep taking wood. Keep taking wood. Also, I will grow. Thank you. I mean, 6 wood is incredible. There's so many good things, but I'm growing second. I thought I was growing last, and I'm just growing second without having to start. I mean, I'm in. I'm in, and I just play 3-field rotation here? Yeah. I don't... I mean, 3-field rotation's not going to come in for a little bit, but Keep taking wood so that I can fence quickly. Like, I don't know, whatever. All right, we grew second. We have 3 fields. We have a freaking apiary. That grain grab is looking really, actually quite excellent. I'm super happy I took that grain because, yeah, like, again, I passed up 2 wood or 3 food as my options, and now I'm going to be rewarded with, like, reedstone food or 4 clay. Wait, the sheep didn't get taken? Oh no! What are you? Zach's not taking the sheep either? Am I crazy? I mean, Zach doesn't need the food and he needs Reno, but how? I mean, I guess they don't need the sheep either. Zachon does. Take 5 sheep, you crazy man. You don't need to Reno. I mean, Teal could Reno, but wow. Okay. Anyhow. Luxurious Hostel? There is a Luxurious Hostel. Can't major with this scholar? Yeah, he is unlucky with late Reno, I agree. His game needs Reno? I mean, I agree his game needs Reno, but I think he can risk Teal. Like, Teal's not renovating and starving, right? I guess Teal wouldn't be starving because I don't know, whatever. Anyhow, 5 sheep just roaming around. It's fine. What do I need, actually, at this point? I do need 4 clay, because I do eventually need a hearth. Or maybe I am ovening at some point. Hard to say. Am I ever trying to build another room with Zach being so crazy? Maybe, but do I really want to take 2 reedstone food actions? Not really. Let's just take 4 clay. Clay eventually is useful. Oh, the hearths are gone, though. The hearths are gone. Maybe it is clay oven someday. I don't know. My food is going to become an issue. I guess 3-field rotation, actually. 3-field rotation absolutely is going to come in. We're going to get to sow... We definitely get to sow a grain right now, and then we harvest a grain, we can re-sow a grain, we can sow a veg, we need to plow one more time, so I do want to take plow and veg. Yeah, I don't know actually what I'm doing here, but pouring one out for the sheep agent. Yeah. 3-field rotation and studio is how we're going to feed? Maybe. That is actually not... That is actually possible. If I take reedstone food, then I have the reed for studio. That is actually a good reason to reedstone food. I do love that I'm just staying start player because there's no actual fights. Also, still, nobody's taking the sheep. I mean, I get that you can feed with your bookcase, but... Oh yeah, a sheep swipe? Yes, hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's go! I'm with you, Teal. These fools are ignoring all the food. He's just greedy to read with the sheep. I see, and then this is where he's going to quit. Ripperoni! Yes! The sheep sweep! I'm so happy. To be clear, I don't think Zach really cares either, but I do think Red should care a lot. Like, Red can just keep eating all of his veggies and doing whatever, and I guess he builds the well. I guess Red doesn't care that much either, but I don't know. A 10 food action is a lot. I don't care how much food they do or don't have. Passing 10 food is wild. Zach definitely doesn't need it. Yeah, I guess with what he's doing, he doesn't, but I don't know. Red passing on it does seem wild, though. Red passing on 10 food for Master Worksman Well. Although, I guess the Well's a lot of ceiling. Maybe it's fine. Teal swiping it, I'm high. I'm here for it. Teal, like, throws an action away. Nobody gets the sheep. I'm sowing crops. I'm staying start player and being offered 4 wood again. I mean, I'm in. I mean, there is a lot of wood in the game, but how can I ignore just spamming 4 wood? I don't think I can. I do think the game is about to get a little bit... The board is actually pretty lame this round. I take 4 wood, and then not a lot else happens. Zach is presumably renovating and dropping a Freemason? This is such a slow Freemason. Renovating with pottery? I don't even know what's happening. Whatever. Time to sort my food? Yes. Now feels fairly like we get a quit? I don't know that we get a quit. Teal's game is quite behind, so you're not sure he can afford the sweep? Oh, wait, he clearly can't. To be clear, the sweep on Teal's part is like clearly wrong. I am not suggesting that Teal actually was supposed to sweep there. Just to be clear, I agree. I don't think it was. I don't think it was correct, but to read that makes enough sense. Teal should be going start grow grow. Teal should be going start grow grow. Otherwise, red's gonna build now. Yeah. I will take Reedstone Food so that I can play Studio. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. I think I take Reedstone Food so I can play Studio. Outskirts Director. Outskirts Director with the Basket Maker's Wife is cute. However, not the right play here. You definitely should be growing a bunch. But I plan to sow a grain here with Apiary. I do want to plow this round. I'd like to go Reedstone Food, then plow. Play Studio, next round take a veg. So Zach just takes 3 wood. Zach's gonna renovate joinery, maybe actually? Maybe pottery. We'll see. I am gonna take Reedstone Food so I can play Studio, and we're gonna feed via Studio. We're gonna feed via Studio and we're gonna feed via Studio and 3 field rotation, and we eventually just build a clay oven, and then maybe play the bread paddle and drop an ock just to bake. I don't know. We'll see. But with 2 grain in the ground, I can actually afford to eat some grain here. Somebody has a mole plow and somebody has a wheel plow still. Red is understandably building here. Am I ever building another room? That's the thing that I haven't cleared yet. Like, I could also just fence 13 this round. Admittedly, fence 13 and take animal pairs is also pretty tempting. Huh. Am I supposed to fence 13? Fence 13 and take 2 boars does seem pretty damn good. Dolly's mother. Okay, the sheep sweep is, like, actually slightly more justified. I still don't think it's right, but it's closer to being reasonable. It's definitely closer to reasonable. It is pottery. Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is tough. Like, just fence and take pigs is quite good. Am I able to go fence, pig, plow, veg? I probably can go fence, pig, plow, veg. Can always build a room after fencing. That is true. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Fencing, just fence 10 here, or even 9. That's actually a really good point, too. I can just fence 9 here. I kind of like fence 13, because then I never need a fence action again, though. Especially with the stable in my hand. I think I prefer just fence 13. Like, at this point, red and teal have open rooms, as Zach presumably eventually does. Like, I don't know for a fact that I'm going for another room particularly soon. I really think I like just fencing 13, but then, yeah, leaving myself open for 2 more fields, maybe 3 more fields, but maybe a 4th room, depending on how things break. I guess, I really like not having to fence again. I might not have enough ceiling to win this game, though, yeah, playing like this. I do agree that it's pretty concerning that I'm just gonna build a farm, but like not have much else going, and that does feel not really winning. But see, we'll see. I am trying to just go pigs plow veg. Yeah, I'm trying to go pigs plow veg. Ignoring 3 stone, I guess, is maybe dubious because like stone oven would be cute, but or I guess even 3 stone with studio is pretty good, but um, I think I do actually want more clay. I want to eat clay, and I might want a reno clay, and I might want clay oven. So I think clay is actually more important. I guess wood room is still a thought, but I'm gonna do this. Red's game's quite good here, right? Red's game seems totally fine to me. Like, Red's game grows again, adopts. I don't know. Red seems fine. Might win via nobody else having any crops. Whose game am I worried about? I'm worried about Red's game. I am worried about Red's game. I do agree. I think Teal's too far behind. Teal's food looks bad and all this. I'm never really gonna discount Zazak. Like, I do think this. My instinct is Scholar Freemason is too slow and is not actually helpful enough. But we'll see. It's a sad Freemason with late Reno. Yeah, he might have more support than just the Scholar Freemason. I agree. Like that's the thing. I also don't know what else Zach has. So, um, Zach definitely could have more than that. Ah, this is why we're not eating the sheep. Ah, duh. I passed breed registry. We can't take a 10 food action because it would kill our breed registry. Obviously. Duh. Odds that Plow Driver comes out next? I mean, Plow Driver makes his game makes more sense, although the problem I have with Plow Driver is that Zach has a mole plow or a wheel plow. So I don't know that you take those miners if you have a Plow Driver. Officer is in the set? No, Officer is not in the set. Zach has a mole plow. So Zach does have a mole plow in hand. Because there's the wheel plow. Teal SP'd for growth finally or something. Whatever. Teal used all their actions. Brilliant. Fair enough. 3 stone does look really good. There's mole plow. Okay, Zach. I'm going to plow. I think the plow pressure is finally on, and I really do want this field into veg for 3 field rotation. As much as I do want 3 stone, but I think this is even better. Just really get the farming going. 2 sheep actually is a pretty good action too, obviously, but yeah. Anyhow, yeah, Officer's not in the set. So like, what could Zach have instead of Scholar Freemason? I mean, like, I don't think he has. I mean, he just doesn't have Plow Driver if he paid for Mole Plow, right? Like, there's no way he has Plow Driver. So what else could he have? I don't know that he has anything else that makes this immediately better. I mean, maybe he has a stone house discounter of some sort, although he doesn't have the read to build rooms either. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Zach's game is just bad and he was trying some stuff. Um, but we'll see. We'll find out. Teal is going to eat all the reed here, and then he's going to grow. That's fine. Yeah, so I really think I am worried about Red, right? Red has breeding sheep now. Red has... Red at least has some ceiling. Red has so much wood. They've grown twice. They have an easy source of veg. I guess Red's food is still pretty bad. Not totally bad. They have a hearth. Like, it's not that bad. They adopt, etc. Like, they're going to be okay. But they don't have really a food engine. They have to use a lot of their actions to like continue to take 4 food at a time, which is like not that bad. And they get an Ock every time they, whatever. It's not like terrible. It's just not super smooth. But anyhow, Apiary is doing a ton of work for us. We are ending round 9 with 4 fields, fences, breeding pigs, and grain and veg in the grounds. So I mean, I've definitely been in worse positions at the end of round 9. But 3 field rotation engaged, correct. That's also very good. Chat, let him cook. Master Fencer. Ooh, Master Fencer would be spicy. Master Fencer is pretty legit for Zizak. That would be cool. With Master Huntsman, that would be actually quite cool. It's strong, but it's not oppressive. You're sad it didn't get added. Stonehouse strats and revised, lack juice. I agree. I would have loved Officer to get added. Because Noble also didn't get added, right? Noble also did not come in. Yeah. Oh yeah, it did not get added. Both, I agree. Both Noble and Officer being left on the cutting room floor kind of sucks. Because I agree. I would like to see a little more Stonehouse support, like a little more reason to rush Reno in revised. And I just don't think there is enough reason to rush Reno. Like, there's not enough strong payoff, really. Plow Driver is like the only card that's like, this is good enough reason to like rush Reno. Everything else is like, yeah, kind of too weak. So, anyhow. You were talking about Noble, but Officer is more of the Stonehouse card that actually pushes you to Reno fast. I agree with that. It's true that Noble is really, you just want to get it slightly earlier than average, but anyhow. The cards are unplayable individually, but great together. I don't know. I will think about that later. I am going to eat a clay here. I am hoping to get 4 stone, right? I might get 4 stone, depending on what people do. I don't know how this round's going to play out yet. But yeah, I'll eat a clay. And I would love 4 stone. 4 stone would make my game a lot better. I don't really know how likely it is I get 4 stone. Precisely because, yeah, but who knows? There is some plow pressure. Like, the rest of these players do need to take the plow action. Cow flips, that's good for me. What else am I doing? I kind of do have things mostly done. I guess clay oven. Like, I do like clay oven here. Clay oven, eventually, like, play bread paddle or something. Take cow is an okay action, but yeah, I'd like 4 stone. I guess take more wood and build a wood room, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Zach does have Freemason and Scholar. What spice do we got, Zach? What spice do we have? We're eating our pig for our Scholar. Understandable. What do we got? What spice do we have? We're not eating the pig. No, we are eating the pig. What are we doing? What we got? What we got? What is it? It is Master Fencer! Oh my god. Okay, his game, yeah, see, his game actually is pretty reasonable. It's just, it sucks that, it sucks for him that it came late. Reno came late, because this game is actually fairly legit. But the fact that he had to eat his pigs and has no animals breeding, and there's competition for the animals, definitely is rough. He's still on 2 actions on a 2-room, like, yeah, he has issues. But Master Fencer does actually make this somewhat legit, but it's probably some Bellfounder combo. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. You guys are mostly correct that Bellfounder is probably the answer to Gonzo's question. But anyhow, having Reno rushing be more viable would definitely open up the strategic space. I completely agree. I do think one of the biggest issues in the current set is that basically all the Stonehouse cards got added in original, and then Uwe seems to have forgot about Stonehouse cards when he did like the rest of the decks. And then, yeah, unfortunately, our E deck also kind of left it out, and that does suck. Unfortunately, the 4 stone did get taken. Understandable that the 4 stone got taken, but unfortunate. But I can take 2 reed, 2 clay. I mean, yeah, I'll go for another room. It's not clear Zizak. Like, I don't think Zizak's building this round. So I think if I angle for this and then wood and then build, I might get grow next round. And maybe that's not what I should be doing, but I kind of don't know what else to do. Like, if I'm not building another room, and I'm not getting a giant stone pile, like, I don't know, there are a decent number of majors to contest, I guess, is what I could, but I don't have the stone. I didn't take the stone. Not taking the stone leaves me with not a lot of options. Yeah, I'm gonna take this. two big strats that are left without enough support. Stone House, not playing Oxtel late. Oh my god! Don't even get me started about how. Yeah, I agree. I am sad that the strategic space has virtually no Ox support. Like, I agree. I would like to see a little more late Ock type thing, but anyhow. You had a Prodigy Almsbane game. It felt great. Yeah, like, look, there used to be a little bit more of that stuff going on because there used to be Alms and frickin' wealthiest European was like very supportive of that, and imported lumber or timber or whatever it was called. There was some really sweet stuff that was pretty cool, and I am sad that that is lacking. But I guess Teal could just build another room here, but God, Teal needs food. Red is starting. Interesting. What do we got? Why are we starting on me again, Red? We have a grain sieve. You just want to plow? You just want to plow. Or you want two cows? You might want two cows. And unfortunately, I might not be taking cow. Oh yeah, duh, Teal has to grow. God, Teal uses all their actions with Outskirts Director. Wealthiest European? Yeah, Wealthiest European is an old card, but Sid is exactly has it. Imported timber is too strong. I mean, to be clear, I agree. I don't actually want imported timber added. I loosely like the fact that there are some like no ox strats in original occasionally, and yeah, it kind of sucks that they're basically are not in revised. But it does look like I get 3 wood into build. Like, I just get 3 wood into build, and then I grow next round, and I'm gonna do that, because, yeah. Does Cotter come before or after? Each time I get immediately after. Okay, after is kind of annoying, given that I don't actually have a wood to play these cards. But that's my own fault. I guess I can grow Simple Oven. I can grow Simple Oven. Okay. Yeah, that's actually fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Is 3 field rotation? Oh wait, what the heck's happening here? If I have at least 1 grade at the start of the field phase. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I mean, Apiary wants me to keep sowing, so I guess plowing more would be good. But plowing is so contested. I'm not easily going to get another field. So do I actually decline the Apiary sow here because I'd rather 3 field rotate than do a crop? I might be declining the Apiary sow at the end of this round. 3 food for free out of my field is pretty good. Zizak does take read, so Zizak will be ready to build a room next round. I don't love giving Red 2 cows, but it looks like that might be what I'm doing. Do you harvest first? No, you don't. Yeah, 3 field rotation is the start of the field phase, so it's kind of annoying. You fought strats that reward you for feeding inefficiently. Oh, Gonzo. Anyhow. You agree that more no Ock and early Rena strats would be good for balance? Yeah, it would, but I have no reason to sow here then, since I only want to sow once at most. That's a good point. I should definitely decline the sow because I can always just take it next round if I actually want it. Yeah, that is correct. More food card dumps that aren't super strong would be fun. I agree with that. Um, like I would kind of like to see Glutton added back in, although you might have to revise it just slightly for revised. But Glutton was a card that at the end of the game let you convert 3 food to a point up to 6 times. For revised, you maybe change that to like 4 food to a point up to 6 times or something, or even 5 times. I don't know. But Glutton was definitely solid. Glutton was not eligible. Yeah, I understand. I like to be clear. I'm just saying in general what I would like to see get added into revised that doesn't currently exist. I would like to see more of that stuff, but anyhow, red fences. Red fencing does make a lot of sense. Red's gonna get good animals here. I think I have to build. Build gets me grow next round, and I took the resources to do this, and I really am running out of other things to do. I don't love leaving 2 cows, but like I'm gonna get 2 sheep probably. Because I think Zach's going to wind up taking 2 pigs. I think it's going to go 2 cows, 2 pigs, 2 sheep. I grow
with something. Although plow might get taken. Plow might get taken. Anyhow, I think I'm supposed to build this room. I think guaranteeing to grow here is definitely worth it. I really, again, like, I am running out of things to do and I need slightly more ceiling. I can aim to renovate now. Like, I only need one more plow. I already have my crops sorted. My animals just need grabs. Like, I kind of gave myself not enough to do. And that could undo me here, but we can add child psychologist. Yeah. You're still hoping someday we get to add a mixture of the first three. I agree. I would like one of the player decks to like basically reprint some of the best cards from G1 through 3. Child Psych sounds cool. Child Psych is very strong. It's probably too strong for revised. In original, the food is actually like kind of painful, and you really have to figure it out. In revised, I think there is just too much food for Child Psych to be acceptable. Child Psych is already like one of the strongest cards in original. Um, there's a reason it didn't get ported over, but it is fun. Child Psych is very fun. Drafting a good Child Psych hand is a lot of fun strategy, etc. So I do like it. Speaking of, I don't even know what deck is it. France deck, Writing Maniac. I would love Writing Maniac. Writing Maniac is a card where you put an Ock on round spaces 5, 7, 9, 11, and at the start of those rounds you pay 2 food to play that Ock. But I really like the fact that you have to lock in what Ocks you're playing, and you basically want to play it in stage 1, and it does slightly make your feeding a little tricky. Like I do think Writing Maniac is still acceptable to bring over. And I do enjoy the mini game of like drafting and figuring out what Ox you're locking into what rounds. Zazak has a Seed Servant, so that's cool. The 2 cows go very predictably. Confidant got played. Wait a sec. They played a Confidant to sow their grain, but they fenced last round. Interesting. I mean, Confidant's very good. I missed this. Red's game is like really good. Like red is definitely in a very good spot actually. Red is probably just winning. Eh, yeah, I don't know. I don't like it, but red's in a good spot. You love buttons, blah blah blah. We're joking. You'd argue private teacher needs help. For grain seeds, there's private teacher, field watcher, then everything else, blah blah. You want a BGA fishing adjacency card instead of the water worker silliness. Teal is taking fishing here. Oof, it is 6 food. 6 food is a good action for them, but Teal has so many resources. They really, really do need time to use them. What's Zazak up to? Zazak is hungry. Also, like Zazak is action. Is really really wants actions. Each time he takes veg, he can sow. He also wants veg. Oh, he's starting. Okay. I'm allowed to plow. Early cattle for Zazak. Not super early, but definitely reasonable. Okay. So, I think I might just plow here again. Plowing allows me to sow and... Oh, okay. Zazak's going to take the pigs. I mean, that makes sense. I still get grow. I could take sheep, and I still kind of want to take sheep, but I'm actually really tempted to just get one more plow out of the way. Like, very tempted to just get one more plow out of the way, plus it allows me to actually sow a crop. I mean, I never get plow sow this way, but like, I don't really want plow sow with apiary. Yeah, I don't really want plow sow with apiary, and it puts so much plow pressure on the rest of the table, which buys me good actions later. I like this. Plow clamps, yeah. Let's go, the Rob Murray special. I mean, we are heavily in the Rob Murray special here, though. That is the concern. Like, we have all of our farm spaces done. I have all my crops figured out. I have most of my animals sorted out. Like, it is kind of sketchy, but hopefully I get the sheep back. Like, I really would like sheep into grow. Like, sheep into grow here, and
Yeah, I mean, things are good. 3 field rotation will keep feeding us along with Studio. Another Reno out of the way. Oh, yes, we love it. Love it. Keep getting the Renos out. No, no, please. Don't undo that. Get your Reno out of the way. Like, clear out the Reno queue, because I need to Reno. And I want the rest of you fighting for all the stuff I already have done. Veg gets taken. Oh no, Zach's. I do think Zach maybe wants Veg So here. Like, Veg So with Seed Servant looks pretty good for him. But SP early cattle, I guess, is spicy too, especially with the mole plow. Although again, he doesn't have crops. Zizak, unfortunately, I think, yeah, I do think Zizak's game is not very good. And Teal looks far too behind, so it's really how do I beat Red? Um, this game really does come down to can I beat Red? And to be honest, I don't know that I can, because again, we're looping back into I don't have ceiling, and I don't know how I'm achieving ceiling. I guess I'm taking lots of 2 stone actions eventually, but I don't know that it goes anywhere. Defense pressure is ultra low. I like the fences are just done. Zizak has freaking Master Huntsman. Oh, Zizak is not going to start player. Zizak goes for that makes a lot of sense. Zizak gets to breed his pigs now, and he locks up joinery. And joinery does seem pretty good this game. And yeah, again, fences are done. Fences are done. Zizak has fencing help with Master Fencer. Red needs to fence again, but also has wood from Private Forest if they ever find time to build more crap. Like, so much wood. I will take 2 sheep. I think there's definitely pressure now on some animals, and I should continue to just get my farming done. There's still no pressure on growing. Nope. Okay. All right. More and more, the four stones looking like the saddest miss. I mean, I knew at the time, like, to be honest, I maybe was supposed to take the 3 stone and not push for my farming to get done so fast. But God, getting my farming done so fast seemed so good at the time. But anyhow, Teal's falling into the trap of having a lot of resources, not equating to getting you a lot of points. I mean, there is a level of, yeah, when you just keep taking all the resources, but then you don't actually take the actions to, like, use them to accelerate your game, you do run into an issue. Like, you do have to use your stuff, but anyhow. We would have starved, had bad feeding. Yeah, I agree. We have to RSF once at least. The stone should be okay. I agree. You were just thinking for the ceiling? Yeah. Getting the free field rotation setup has been strong. I agree. We're going to run out of stuff to do. I actually don't think we are. Stables for ceiling are looking legit. That's what I was about to say. Like, I actually think we're not really going to run out of stuff to do. It's just my end game is entirely focused on renovating and stables and taking cows. But like that's not a bad end game. Also starting for growth. Like that's really not a bad end game. And like to be clear, one of the other advantages I do have here is like I have so many points of free sows. I still have 4 free sows, which is basically 4 free points of multiplying my crops. And I'm still breeding like 2 or 3 points automatically. So like I'm sitting at like 32 with 12 actions left. And yes, those 12 actions are a little bit not as great as they could be. They're not super point efficient, but we're gonna be fine. Do I actually want to play the simple oven though? I think the answer is I don't want to play the simple oven. Playing the simple oven means that my renovation gets a bit sketchy. Uh, yeah, I don't like my renovation getting sketchy. I think I actually do just play bread paddle here. Red paddle just gives me a food immediately. Yeah, let's just do that. I think I prefer this. Do I take an extra clay though? I guess a wood lets me build a stable, but I think I do actually just keep taking more clay because I probably do want a clay oven at some point also, or a stone oven still. Stone oven would be cool. I do think I'm supposed to. I do think I sow a grain here because, especially with the bread paddle down now, like I might be able to feed pretty efficiently through the end game with baking bread, but we'll see. Red cards, mod check. Red just played a master bricklayer. Ooh, that's actually concerning. Give Loki a treat. Cotter for clay. Yeah, the efficiency of the moves may be suspect, but I shouldn't run out of stuff to do. Yeah, exactly. I like to be clear. I don't think my 12 moves give me 2 points a move, so like that part is going to be unfortunate because all my opponents are like going to be doing more efficient point per action stuff.
But I shouldn't like actually run out of things to do for points. It's just a lot of my actions are going to look like 1 point or 1.5 points, which is unfortunate. But why not stable here? Am I really awking for bakes? I might be. Also, it just gave me a food. I might be manually building stables, in which case stable like might not actually be that meaningful is also part of my thought. I guess stable though helped me guarantee breeding, and now I don't have a wood to start player with. That part is actually kind of an issue. Huh, maybe I was supposed to take a wood. Because not having a wood to start player is actually kind of an issue. Yeah, okay, I don't love that actually. But whatever, I did it. It's too late. I can start with the oven. That part's true. Yes. Thank you, Alex. You did do that. Thank you. I do get distracted. I also need to buy more treats. Loki, we're getting low. We're getting low, buddy. We're getting so low. We haven't been streaming in a while too. We probably have slightly stale treats. I don't think that's really an issue, but hello, buddy. You gotta get on camera. Yes. Come on. Come close. Gotta sit. Yeah. Alex and some people are thinking about you. There you are. Good boy. Oh, don't run away. Don't run away. Please studio us a clay. And feed our family. Alright. Cool. Cool. Alright. We are now allowed to plant some more crops, and we'll 3-field rotation again next harvest. This 3-field rotation is... I'm very glad we recognized and leaned into it, because yeah, this is totally a 6... This is at least a 9-food 3-field rotation, and it might even be a 12-food 3-field rotation. And it's like 12 very meaningful food. Like, we have not had otherwise good food, or like particularly good food, but we're getting by just fine. Okay, growth hits. Teal gets growth. Good for them. What do I get? What do I get? I get maybe 4 wood. Maybe 4 wood. Zizak might take... No, Zizak's plowing. Zizak plows. Right? Mole plow. Has to double plow. Zizak might just start player. Zizak has a pastor. Okay. I don't actually know what that means. It means he still can master fence. That part's good. Yeah, Zizak might mole plow. Plowing seems very important with Plowso coming late. Plows are like this wheel plow is actually looking pretty important too, but round 12 pastures, yeah. Best redemption ever, low-key camp poggers, yeah. I can start with the oven, yes. The Order of Zizak's game has been so off the wall for you. I mean, it is an off-the-wall game plan, but I mean, it's supposed to be. Zizak can double build stone rooms next round. Oh, wow, Zizak gets growth? Okay. Or, no, outskirts direct. Sorry, we take 4 wood and we outskirts direct our way onto the stacks, onto growth. Obviously, outskirts director. Or into build, not grow. Okay. Well, that's wrong. I mean, you do get to grow. I guess you get to grow, but reed is like the only food you have. I guess you get to build stables too, and now you can renovate into a giant stone house. And maybe this is where the luxurious hostel is, so we have to do this? I don't know. We undid it all. Alright. Zizak getting growth here, I'm at least happy that it's not going to somebody who really, like... like, Zizak getting grow makes this game better, but I don't know that it saves it. But the plow pressure is going to be on. Does that count as 1 on 2 or 3? I don't know. You think it's more than maybe that Teal has hostile? Yeah. Round 11 early cattle into round 12 pasture has to be some kind of first. I mean, he undid the cattle, to be clear, right? He didn't actually play the early cattle. I'm not sure that he won't play the early cattle, by the way, but we'll see. 1 cow this round is a pretty good move for me, obviously. So, like, I like 1 cow. I do like reedstone food so I can renovate. Reedstone food, clay, Redo clay oven, cow is a pretty excellent line for me this turn. Teal is outskirtsing the opposite direction, which does actually seem more correct. I don't think he wants to leave 2 reed on 2 wood. but I don't know. Anyhow, you think you missed it? Yeah. Anyhow, it's fine. He just wanted to let you know that he's not afraid of negative 3 points. Round 13, early cattle off of Scholar kind of makes sense. I mean, it is like net 1 point, right? You play early cattle, you take negative 3 points, but you get 4 points worth of cows. So, like, a 1 point minor, like, it's fine. It's totally fine. Anyhow, Teal is going to do this nonsense. And by nonsense, I don't know. Maybe it's not that much nonsense. They are getting 4 wood, 4 clay, 2 reed. They're getting stables. They're getting a big house. It just feels wrong not to take growth in round 12 when you can, because, I mean, it is wrong not to take growth in round 12 when you can, but whatever. I do think I want Reedstone food over 2 reed, so let's do that. Yeah, I really like actually Reedstone food into clay into Reno. I guess start player should probably have been a consideration. Just start player the oven into growth is pretty legit. Red plows, that makes a ton of sense. They have a confidant, they finished fencing, they want to sow off their confidant, and again, the plow pressure is crazy. The plow pressure is like so crazy. There's this wheel plow and mole plow, and red still would like more fields. So Zach is going to just take the veg and sow. Alright. Yeah, I think I just take 3 clay and Reno clay oven. 3 clay, Reno clay oven. Try to take the cow. Next round, assume I get one of the 3 stone stacks. So I can Reno to stone eventually. I guess fighting for growth makes some sort of sense. Although I think Zach is double building stone rooms and Teal is at max family members. So I don't know that Zach's gonna want to grow without over plowing. I think Zach's gonna prefer plowing. I guess Red's probably gonna wind up starting. Red probably starts. I don't know that I care then though, because I really like this line. I really like this line. I can take a wood off Cotter so that I can actually play stable. That allows me to take another cow next round. Red is just going to start player anyhow. Okay, easy. Herbal garden with stables in the swamp pasture. Correct, it's wrong. But just you wait. Is Zach going to play his artisan district and clean house? Maybe. It's possible. I never really wanted to discount Zach's ability to pull, like, have an actual plan that's winning. Like, to be clear, I don't. I am always afraid of whatever Zach is actually up to because he is just a very good player. So I think it makes sense to respect whatever's going down over there. Okay. Clay ovens still exist too, right? Nobody went for the ovens? Beautiful. Beautiful. Teal's just going to do another triple turn for 2 more stables. Maybe. I mean, Teal does have a lot of actions. Lord of the Manor from Red. Okay. The good news is Red probably cannot hit Lord of the Manor on fields because it would be stunning for them to get enough fields, which is also going to make it really hard for them to hit crops. But they are going to get pastures and they'll probably get the stables. And they might actually still hit veg, maybe? That Lord of the Manor is way less scary than it could be. Let's just go with that. There are way worse, or way scarier Lord of the Manors than that. He'd probably be in contention for winning. Yes, look, to be clear, I think Scholar should be able to play majors. Like, I agree that Scholar Ratifix was lame because it's not needed. Like, it's not. It wasn't needed. But 1 wood so I can play stable again actually looks really legit. So. Anyhow, more pressure on the cow space as that's a 2-point cow for them now, assuming they don't have to eat them. That's true. You forgot how much my laptop hates majors while I stream. Yeah, I've tried to get better about not having things going on in the background, and it has helped. My laptop, at least, is handling streaming better than it used to, but yeah, it's still kind of ridiculous how janky and how like slow it is with everything. But Anyhow, yeah, it looks like I basically max crops by the end of the game. If I eat another grain, I guess I don't. Yeah, I guess I could eat my way out of max crop points. But it does look like it looks like I just keep 3 field rotation going through the rest of the game. So it's going to be a 12 food 3 field rotation, which is pretty cool. What do I want to do this round? I want to take 3 stone, right? I definitely want 3 stone. Wow, writing boards from Zizak. 6 wood writing boards from Zizak. That is cool. Okay. I now have a 4 wood writing boards. That's cool, but not really needed. Oh, Zizak is going to go early cattle instead of writing boards. That means he can't fence now, but he can do it next turn. Okay, that's fine. That was a solid start player if I needed it. I think that's why Zach undid it, because I think he didn't want to hand the card to me immediately. I think he's going to save it for later. But I agree, that was going to be a cool card. It will eventually be a cool card, but so Zach really wants Plow. I do think he's intending to build rooms. Red is Plow sowing here because of Lord of the Manor. I might get Grow. Zizak might value Plow over Growing. I think Zizak is double building stone rooms, so I don't think Zizak. I think Zizak has to value Plow. I think Zizak has to go Plow, build, grow, or he's gonna just start player into Plow sow. That makes enough sense too. Start player into Plow sow makes enough sense. Now this is pretty unfortunate. Because it means that Red is actually going to hit max fields for Lord of the Manor. Because Red is going to get Plow back, and they're going to get Plow in round 14. Because I can't contest Plow. So, that's actually really dangerous. Red is going to get really, really close with that. But, I mean, I have to take Grow. Grow is 3 points on an action back. I mean, I really want 3 stone also. But I really don't think I can let Red grow. Although, again, Red wants Plow over Grow anyhow. I could maybe wheel Grow. I could have maybe wheeled Grow. I probably wheel 3 stone anyhow, because, like, Zizak doesn't have time to take 3 stone, so... I should get 3 stone here. Yeah, I should get 3 stone. I go 3 stone... Taking a cow doesn't really do anything for me, unfortunately. Yeah, because I really just want to play stable / writing. I do want to play writing board so I can build 1,000,000 stables. So I guess I go 3 stone, take reed stone, and then renovate. Yeah, I think that is what I'm supposed to do. Wow, wait, Zizak is not building and growing? Wait, what? Zizak is taking 2 wood, 2 reed. That's... not what I expected. Zizak is gonna take 3 stone on the wheel and triple build? I really thought Zizak was double building and growing. Teal not able to plow the entire game because of greed. A tale as old as time. Teal not wheel plowing this. Teal not opening plow this round and instead opening 2 pigs is just a big mistake. But yeah, Teal's wheel plow going dying is absolutely wild. And it's really unfortunate because it's allowing his mistake of not using his wheel plow is allowing Red to hit Lord of the Manor fields, and Red hitting Lord of the Manor fields might allow Red to hit crop points too. Like Red is getting so many more. Red's getting so many more like Lord of the Manor points than I thought they would. Which is pretty spooky. The only upshot is Red's renovation actually is, like, Red can't renovate, right? Basically, like, Red is very behind the reno queue, and so they are kind of running into other point cap issues. Although they still have this freaking Master Bricklayer, too. This Master Bricklayer that's done nothing. I mean, they've really used their bookcase, but their Ox have not been doing anywhere near as much as you'd like. Although there goes my Reedstone food action. Okay, what about a stone oven instead of renovate? Or what about, wait, I can ock for a reed. Who am I kidding? I can just ock for a reed. We have frickin' Patroness. I can play Sheep Agent and actually take another cow. Holy shit, wait a sec. I can just take Sheep Agent and play another and then take another cow. Oh my god, that's actually like legit points. That's actually just better than Reedstone food because I'm an idiot. Also, I actually could just take. I was gonna say I could take 3 stone on the renovate, but no, Zach is going triple build. Okay. I think this is then take cow, play sheep agent, right? Like I don't get. Oh, or do I get reno blocked? No, I don't get reno blocked. Red has no reno parts. Red is just setting up BMW here. I don't even know. I don't really care. Yeah. So I take cow and play sheep agent, and then next round I open 6 wood and I build 1,000,000 stables for tons of points. I also get to bake bread when I awk, and I should bake bread because I'm gonna need slightly more food. It does mean I'm not gonna max grain probably, but I think that's okay. I have a big family now. I need a bunch of food. Okay, yeah, this is breaking really well. This has gone very well. Ugh, Patroness. So good. Sheep Agent. Also, actually, really useful. You know what my game could use? Lord of the Manor. Yeah, it could. But also, I mean, I have first pick. I got first pick Cultivator, and like Cultivator has done. I mean, Cultivator has just been 5 wood, 5 food, right? I mean, like we can't. We. I mean, I would like a Lord of the Manor, but also an Ock that gave me 5 wood, 5 food. Like whatever. I won't get stables next round. Oh, duh. Duh. Of course I'm not getting stables next round. So Zach already does have joinery. But you're right. Of course I don't get stables next round. Okay, I am a bit point capped then. I guess... Yeah, because I can't get stone oven. Yeah, okay, that's actually kind of unfortunate. But whatever. Might be worth setting up for stone oven by taking stone here. It's inefficient, but you don't know how you get points. I mean, I take stone with the Ock in order to get to stone oven. I agree, that is possible, but I don't. I'm just gonna refuse to do that on principle. But maybe, well, it's not even principle. Like, I don't know. Going for the stone oven just seems so unreliable, and I also don't want to have to worry about renovation. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Do I need the points, I guess, is the follow-up. Do I need the points? Red is gonna plow, and then probably sow. Red's gonna presumably... Red's not getting stables, though, either. And Red's not getting reno. I'm gonna claim that I'm fine doing this. Red gets another grow? That's true. I get the reed with the reedstone food. So I'm gonna take reedstone food and then another stone move, and then I'm gonna stone oven because I really have no points next round. I don't know that makes more sense than like just angling to play simple oven, but maybe it does because maybe I really am that desperate, and I really might be that desperate. I think I plant more grain. This gives me the flexibility of a grain as a point or veg as a point on whatever my last sow is. Yeah. Yes, it does. I think I'm not supposed to eat with... I think I don't eat with Studio here. Although I guess I kind of need to. The reason that I don't eat with Studio here is so I can actually play Simple Oven. But... not eating with Studio seems even worse. I have 3 field rotation, and if I just eat with Studio twice, I'm fed, and if I don't... Although, also, again, my actions have no meaning, really, but... I could sow bake. Sow bake. Sow bake maybe is actually the correct action for me. Turn off 3 field rotation and just sow bake. So Bank at least blocks red from sowing their 2 fields after plowing. Maybe that's meaningful, although it actually probably is not that meaningful. Maybe it is. I definitely need to actually ensure that I beat red, and I don't know that I'm doing that yet. I am breeding 3 points. So I get to 43 with breeding. I get another point from apiary 44. I renovate for 5. I get to 49. I hopefully take one more crop. I get to 50, but like I'm pretty capped after that. I guess I can take one more pig. Oh, taking a pig is actually might be the play. Pig is a point for me, and it's -2 for red. Just blocking their pig move actually seems pretty meaningful in terms of a way to help ensure that I beat them. I also do want Reno improvement, and Teal also probably wants Reno imp. So there is some pressure there too. Also, I do want a Reno stable, but Reno stable does give red a way to make points by playing stable. But I really can't do anything about that, so whatever. Alright. All animals are 1-point actions, so maybe we have enough. I think we do have enough 1-point actions. Blocking so is relevant for Lord. Okay. The animal count seems fine not to do this. Yeah, I think not going for the stone oven is fine. But I should have thought through it longer than I did. If I was being very... Wow, rammed clay. Rammed clay from Zach. That's cool. Although, wait, he's not actually allowed to... Wait. He paid wood anyhow? Oh, he has pottery. Okay, so whatever. He just had a free clay there. Cool. He is building 3 stone rooms and 2 stables. Yeah, 3 stone rooms, 2 stables is a cool action. But he's not going to get plow. Teal is actually going to get plow now. That's actually wild. Yeah, I mean, red gets plow so blocking them doesn't matter because red gets plow because Zach has to build because otherwise he can get stable blocked. Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, it makes sense, like, but also it's crazy. You think it was worth it to triple build in stone? I think Zach was supposed to double build in stone and grow last round and be able to open plow sow. That feels significantly better than this, but he's having fun. So I'm allowed to take plow sow. This mostly kicks it to teal. He has hostile. Oh, he's gonna grow luxurious hostile. That maybe was better than Plowsow. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I mean, this Plowsow doesn't really. Red getting some solid break. Red's got a very big breaks, definitely. But oh well. You was pretty sure he had it as soon as he had Freemason. Yeah, that's a good point, Sid. That is what he was going for. Do I just Redo stable and let red have plow sow? Because I don't really need sow. I do want to take the pig away from red. Red is going to plow regardless what I do. I do think I want to Reno. Imp? I guess it doesn't matter if I Reno Imp. Maybe I should just sow here. Although then I don't get 3 field rotations, so I'm just kind of blocking myself, and Apiary is giving me a thing anyhow. Yeah, it's really not that good. Alright, I'm just going to Reno first action. Alright, I do like being at 47. I don't like that I'm basically out of points. You don't think Plowsow does much of anything for him over Plow? That's basically what I looked at, so... I'm mostly just hurting the 4th place player. Correct, I agree. The plow's actually almost as good as red because of grain sieve. Yeah, exactly. I agree. After like looking through it all, I'm like, I don't think that's actually matters. I think getting my miner out on Reno, and then I will take pig obviously as my next move. But yeah, red's at 45, and they can take, if they get a veg, they have 2 more points. Yeah, that's spooky. They can play stable for a point. I mean, they're going to run out of points also, but I definitely take this pig. Red's hitting their cap too, though. Well, red's growing too. Yeah, I forgot about that. They're definitely growing. Whose cap is higher? You're not willing to math out? Yeah, like, doesn't look good. Doesn't look great for us. Red does have to eat still, but red's currently breeding 2 points. Like, yeah, I don't know that we can beat red. Don't know that we can do it. And it very well could be because I was supposed to do some things that I missed, but... Take veg also? I agree, I'm taking veg. But to be clear, red has Ock left, right? Red has 1 Ock left that has bookcase, so like it doesn't actually stop them. They will just Ock. There is the luxurious hostel as foreseen, so I mean Zizak is going to end up at like a 40 something, but oh, you can't see the bookcase? I mean, they've been using bookcase all game, Sid. They've gotten 5 veg from it, but anyhow, yeah, that's true. It's kind of behind card. It's kind of behind my chat now, so it's hard to remember. I still am going to take veg. Veg is a 1-point action for me, because then I apiary sow a grain. I'm going to do it. It forces them to pay a food to Ock at least. That Ock maybe is actually good for them, though, is going to be the disappointing part, but... Sweet triple build. That's asking you to remember too much, yeah. Hey, Zach, yeah, indeed, sweet triple build. It did not get you the win in the game, but it was a win in your heart. It is always a win in the heart, but... it looks like my remaining actions are take clay and play simple oven. Right? Taking that sheep does... Oh no, that sheep's a point. I just take a sheep, I guess. Taking a sheep is easier than trying to simple oven. But red can play stable for a point. What else can red do? Red can take reed. Red is so baking because that's their best feeding move. Okay, yeah, that does actually appear to be true. Although that's really just a 4-food action. That's actually not their best feeding move. People kind of forget that you just can eat raw grain. But if you're only baking 2 grain into 6 food here, you actually should just take 5 food. I mean, I guess you block so bake from other players, and so maybe that's your thought, but you lost a food compared to eating the grain raw and taking traveling. I'm kind of hoping teal has an Ock, but of course they don't. But I would have loved to Ock block red, but red clearly Ocks. That gets them 2 points of veg, and then they breed. So red is at 50, right? Red's going to end the game at 50. Doesn't he only have 7 grain now? He has Eternal Rye, so he's going to get 1 extra grain in the harvest. And he has Civ. So he's getting 2 grain in the harvest, which means he actually can eat this grain, which allows him to play an Ock. Oh, but expensive Ock might cost him a point. Wait a sec. Expensive Ock maybe costs him a point here. He currently has breed for a point, that's 48. He gets a veg, he gets to 50. But he's at 7, 8, 9 grain. He has only 1 extra food. I should block Major? He can stone oven. Oh, he can stone oven. That is even worse. Good point. Master Bricklayer.
Good old master bricklayer. Does that food cause me issues? No, it doesn't. I have 3 field rotation. Okay, cool.
Alright. Cool. Eternal Rye gives food too, correct? Oh, does it give both? It does give both. Okay, yeah, you're right. Blocking Ock then didn't matter. They are gonna Ock, but yeah, this at least holds them to 50. They're not gonna Ock. What? What did I miss? What do they have? They have Oven Sight, but they can't play it. They're gonna play Stable? I'm fine if they play Stable instead of using Bookcase. They do have another Ock, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have another Ock. They should be Ocking. Not being able to Stable is sad. Plant Fertilizer? What? Oh, Plant Fertilizer does give him the veg. Okay. So it's still a veg move. Okay. That makes sense. Wait a sec, though. They're at 50? Wait, what? What did I miss? Oh, I missed their grade points. Oh god, no, they're at 52. They're at 52 and I can't catch them. Right? I cannot catch them. I breed. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna get to 51. They get to 52. Ah, shame. Nothing I can do about that. Sheep is my only point move left. Fence is a 1 point move. I also have fence left, but I'll take the sheep. I have enough room, right? Wait, do I have enough room? I do have enough room. Yeah, shit. I can't do anything else. Damn it. Ah, shame. Aren't I at 52? I don't think so. Oh, so point. You're right. So point. I forgot my so point. So then I lose on tiebreak. That's sad. Yeah, that's sad. I am at 52, but I lose tiebreak. They're gonna have 7 resources to my 6. You think I do get the point by going for the oven? I think you might be right. Am I losing tiebreak? Am I not losing tiebreak? Or do I have a raw grain to eat? Oh, I have raw grain. Oh, I do have raw grain to eat. So we're gonna Xaxes tie? Ooh, spicy. I see. Yeah, we're gonna Xaxes tie. I thought I had to eat a resource, but I don't. We are at true tie. You are correct. We can raw eat the grain. There is risk involved. Yeah, I agree. There is risk involved in your line, Sid. So, whatever. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how I played. To be honest, Red played quite well. Their rating suggests. I guess they are rated 300, and to be fair, they're also rated 300 with some amount of quit penalties. So, but they played a pretty good game. They also got a lot of breaks. To be fair, they got a lot of breaks. I mean, Zach definitely was. Zach not plowing and doing his luxurious hostile stuff makes enough sense, but Red getting enough fields is pretty wild. Red needed 3 of the remaining 4 plow actions in the game, and did get them because Zach was kind, but it's fine. We're extending the stream. All right, fair enough. I win the Lumen tiebreak. You were clouding big time. I think I got great breaks. Oh, I mean, I got good breaks too, to be clear. So, like, whatever. I also got incredible breaks. Yeah, the fact that you were clouding and I got to grow second. I mean, to be clear, yes, I also should not be complaining too much. I absolutely realized that. But anyhow, yeah, Red did good enough stuff and it worked out. Ugh. Does feel like what I was supposed to have found a way, but oh well. You almost spite blocked my plow in round 3 when I put you last and blocked your scales. 4-seat was brutal. Yeah, 4-seat was brutal, especially with red wanting to SP in round 1 and 2. I still don't actually like red's firewood, by the way. They did only activate firewood once, and there was a ton of wood in the game, and they did have some slightly iffy food. I do think firewood was wrong. I think they were supposed to just take 2 reed. I think that would have been better for them, but anyhow. Yeah, dang, exact time. Does feel like I was supposed to have found another point here, but can I check out your draft? The 4th pack? Sure. I am curious about your draft. Um, but I'm also partly just curious what everybody passed to you, because yeah, that's gonna be interesting too. But no hostile was 6, but you had it in mind. Gotcha. You know what you should have picked, but you decided for the fun line. Well, I mean, to be fair, that's, yeah. The fun line ended up not being so fun. I mean, late Reno was very unfortunate, right? Late Reno is always just such a huge bummer for these type of stuff. Use one short tempo every round. Not getting to play Scales also does sound pretty obnoxious, because, yeah, Scales would have given a lot of food for you this game, and, like, you had 3 wood into Scales, but, yeah, Red just being second seed and wanting to start a bunch. Anyhow, you first pick Scholar, which, like, fine. Scholar rammed clay, sure. Whatever. This pack's not that interesting to me, so, like, whatever. We move on. Second pack, you go Seed Servant writing boards. I mean, writing boards with Scholar, absolutely. And yeah, I guess Tree Farm Joiner's not that exciting because you already have some extra minor improvement actions also. Seed Servant is a card that comes out at a good time for a Scholar game. Sure. And then you do see Hostile, but yeah, there's really nothing to indicate it's worth anything yet. You do see Bread Paddle with Scholar. That's, not that it guaranteed comes back, but I am paying attention to that. So then you get Master Fencer here, huh? Yeah, you get Master Fencer. But you also could have had Patroness. Huh. Yeah, that's a tough freaking pick. Because, yeah, if you pass Master Fencer, then you might have somebody fight you on the Stone House game plan. But, gosh, Scales Patroness. You don't think the Patroness fits well? Yeah, I think you're right that the Master Fencer is better, but Patroness and Scholar's not that good because the resources come too late. That's fair. To be clear, I'm looking at Patroness and Scales and writing boards, and I'm thinking we throw Scholar away. Like, I'm pretty interested in the line where we just do Patroness plus Scales things. And we just don't worry about the Scholar, because the Scholar is not really paying off. But, anyhow. Master Fencer also kind of blanks the rammed clay, and it's still probably the pick. I mean, again, if you want to commit to the Stone House line, which you probably should, I agree that the Master Fencer is probably the pick. But I think there's a decent argument to just drop the Scholar. We've seen 3 of the packs. Just forget we have Scholar in our hand and then just do Patroness things. But, meh, who knows for sure, whatever. This is definitely a very reasonable line, and it might be better. 4th pack. We take the Freemason because, sure, we should be taking Plowman, right? Although I guess Plowman's a little annoying and we get Wheel Plow, or not Wheel Plow, we get Mole Plow. So again, we don't need Plowman if we take the Mole Plow. We get Freemason. Yeah. Also, Animal Tamer's Apprentices. Not a thing here. There is also just Adoptive Parents. Adoptive Parents off Scholar is not awful, but Yeah, I don't know. Anyhow, you know that you should just pick Plowman Fire Protection and wheel one of the other things, but you decided to take the Freemason and wheel Pastor. The Freemason trap was too fun. Well, yeah. I mean, to be clear, I agree. You don't actually take Freemason here. Freemason, unfortunately, always seems fun, but I agree. It's just like every time I try to play Freemason games, this type of shit happens where it's like late reno. Even if it's not late reno, it's just really hard for Freemason to win. Admittedly, you at least have some of the parts to make Freemason winnable in that you have Master Fencer. So, like, you have Scholar. Like, you have multiple Stonehouse payoffs. So, like, Freemason maybe actually works. But anyhow, you knew your pick was wrong. Oh yeah, an early Reno or with better breaks. You think this works? I agree that this is at least you at least have enough parts to make Freemason maybe work. Like it might work. And Mole Plow to help your plows does seem pretty correct. And you can play Mole Plow off of Scholar, so like, or off of one of your late grows with Freemason. I do think Mole Plow is correct for you also. I mean, it is very unfortunate that you wound up with no tempo because, like, yeah, I mean, your game is just 4 points better if you can take an extra plow action, but you were just short in action basically. Pastor is fun, and you get the pastor back. But yeah, I see. You could just have interior decorator or master renovator, but instead we're taking pastor. Should we be taking pastor here? I mean, I guess with scholar you kind of want ox that you can just keep playing, but what if we just played interior decorator and then played scholar and then let scholar play freemason and the rest of the cards? Like 12 food also would have helped your game a lot. Although again, I guess you partly thought you were gonna live off of some scales, right? I don't know that I take pastor there. What if we got scales down? Yeah, the other line is safer and better, sure. We wound up with a stone carver that's. What about sheep agent? Like, I guess by the time we have scholar play sheep agent, we've already played master fencer, so it doesn't really do anything. I just think stone carver is very dubious, given what we're doing. But whatever. And then yeah, you get you get master huntsman back because why not? Getting master huntsman back is pretty wild, but. All right. Well, anyhow, good times. You agree, but you thought it might be some late food with Freemason or so. Yeah, it's fine. That's true. Honestly, Stonecarver easily could. You're right. With Freemason, actually, you're right. This could have been like 9 food, right? You play this in round 11 and you use it through the endgame harvests. No, that's true. This is not unreasonable. This is not unreasonable. Freemason adds so much stone to the game, depending on how it goes. Again, if like, yeah, there's definitely scenarios where like you actually get to renovate much earlier. So, all right. Anyhow, cool stuff. Glad you tried the wild line. It definitely was fun to watch. At least I just did. I wouldn't say I guess I did totally boring stuff. I mean, I did apiary cultivator rush, and I still am really. I am like pretty pleased with myself for taking the grain. Taking the grain in round 3. That took me a while to find, but I do think that proved pretty correct. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, I got huge breaks with Teal not starting to protect their growth and Zach clouding, even though I didn't know it. Like the fact that I got to just build in 6 and grow in 7 and never have to start player. I mean, my game clearly is much better for all of that too. Like I scored 52 with those breaks, so like. I mean, Red also scored 52 with the breaks of also, just building first room and not having to start player and yada, yada, yada. So, but Zach Clouding definitely benefited both of us quite a bit. Teal's sheep sweep also, I don't actually know who it really hurt. In hindsight, like, Red really was committed to not eating those sheep because of breed registry. I don't know how correct that was. Like that sheep sequence was also kind of wild. Like I really thought both players wanted the 10 food, but I guess neither of you really did need it, and you both put together fine games without it. But it did feel important-ish. But yeah. Anyhow. Oh hey, the bots have found me. If Reno's one round earlier and you get 2 more stone on Freemason and 1 more action to play an Ock. Yeah, that's what I agree with you. The Stone Carver, like, in hindsight, the Stone Carver actually totally could work. It just didn't this game, but like, you don't know that's how it's gonna work. Like, yeah, things did not go your way, and that happens. It is part of why committing to Freemason is so terrifying because, yeah. Anyhow, it looks like I have a turn in a game. I have a turn in my async Kark game. I'm not good at Carcassonne. Don't judge me. Don't judge me for what I do here. Do not judge. Ugh, team. We're not gonna finish our mega city, which I mean I knew. I to be clear, I really did mostly know that I'm not completing mega city, but I had dreams. I had dreams of completing mega city. I guess I still have 1 tile draw left. Maybe I get mega city complete. I don't know that I'm doing enough other good things to be competitive here. I don't know that anybody's doing anything good. I don't know how to interpret Carcassonne, so I just won't. Okay. Anyhow, that was fun. Close Agricola game. Good times. Thanks for doing some wildness, Zach. Thanks others for hanging out, chatting. It's been good. I might get another game or 2 in this weekend. We'll see. I do honestly want to play Beyond the Sun and would like to stream Beyond the Sun. Oh, I have to extend the game. I have to extend the stream with a dice game. Whoops. I was trying to cheat. I do need to extend the stream here. I will probably just play Can't Stop. I'll probably just play Can't Stop. But yeah, I would kind of like to actually get a Beyond the Sun table in if I could sneak one in. I might do a little more St. Petersburg practice too. My St. Pete's rating has really suffered, although I did actually time out of a game today, so that helped kill it. But 353 in St. Pete, gross. Okay, let's extend the stream quick with a Can't Stop. But yeah, I might get another stream or 2 this weekend. I really have very few plans, and games are just heavily on the mind with WBC. I do, want to pick up my print order, and I do want to get a little pack in for WBC, but I think we're good. You played something Kaput Regini the other night, and there's way too much going on. That sounds crazy. Can you tell the St. Pete gods to stop giving you first workers? I wish. I absolutely wish I could. To be clear, that's part of why my rating is tanked too. I've been on a pretty wild streak of like first buildings, but literally no special buildings or observatories flips. First workers. I have had 1 or 2 first nobles games, but then I flip warehouse managers. Like I definitely have not had my share of like judge mistress observatory starts, and I mean that's part of why my rating's suffering. Partly I did time out of a game today and took a leave penalty. One of those rare instances of me thinking I was clear with work and then actually getting a work call and then even trying to click on the side. I just had to accept that I actually had to pay attention at work. So I do feel bad, but also it truly was an extremely unlikely circumstance, and my rep will recover in time. It's fine. But anyhow, yes, the St. Pete gods have not really been kind to me either, but whatever. My opponent has a pretty good start here, 6-7-12. I think I take 2-8 over double fives. I'm not actually sure that's correct, but it's what I'm doing. I will definitely take the 6. 2-6-8's okay. It's not great, but it's reasonable, so we'll take it aways. We're also second, so we have to be a little greedy, but we have 5 steps. Okay, that's good enough. All right. When will I notice? When will I notice that I'm streaming on the wrong view? Is that what we mean? I'm here. Oh, I'm playing Zizak. I see. That's. I see. Zizak is here for revenge. That's why you guys are saying Zizak. Oh, hello, Zizak. Thanks for the second game. All right, let's go. Also, yeah, I do usually stream this on a more close-up view because it's hard to see otherwise. Zizak has hit the 6, 7, 8 and is going to ride it into our demise. Yep. So Zizak has basically told us that we have to cap 7s. Or, yeah, I basically have to cap 7s. I need to, like, cap 7s and 8s. If I let Zizak win 7s or 8s, he's 112 away from winning, and what do I have? I have nothing, so I need to be, like, equally aggressive here. The game also really wants me to roll 5s. There's my 7s. Let's go 7s. We must steal his 7s. Wow, all those double 7s certainly help. We have the perfect numbers to fight him. This is the best way for me to roll a ton of 7s. Do not take the 8, that's a trap. Don't take those other numbers. Must take the 7s. The 7s are how we win. Ignore the other numbers. Boom. Alright. Now, I mean, we did just force Zizak to answer by closing 8s out on us. But at least we made it hard for him to do that. And we have chances then. Boom, yeah. Zizak has huge turn, we've answered with huge turn. Nobody busts. Why would we bust? Oh, Zizak's busting. He really should reconsider that. Busting is how you lose. You should not bust. Busting does not go well. That's too easy? This is your kind of can't stop? Yeah. Alright. So Zizak is one step away from 12s, but yeah, he has really nothing else developed. There's his 12, though, at least. I would like some 2s or 5s. Oh, I bust. I don't even get a turn. All right. Well, that's certainly that was certainly some good strategy on Zach's part. All gas, no brakes. 7 goes brr. Yeah. Personally, busting makes you feel good. Civ, this is a family show. It's not a family show, to be clear. Anybody who lets their kids watch me, I swear, just to be clear, I don't censor language on this. But anyhow. Zizak also busted really fast. Great. There is some more 5s, but I'd rather just keep playing it safer. There's a 2, even better. All right, let's stop there. We got some 9s. We have a 2. All right. Ghostbusters is family friendly. Sure. Family friendly stream. It is not a family friendly stream. It's really not. To be clear, I don't think it's excessively like not family friendly. It's just I will swear and occasionally talk about slightly. I guess I don't know that we've talked about explicitly adult topics that much on this stream, but I'll talk about whatever. I don't know. I really there's really no filters here. Zizak is gonna cap 4s or 10s. Oh no, he has us. He was aggressive and we weren't, and we fell apart. He still got us even after that wild turn. Oh well. I mean, that happens. I mean, also he did have one more turn than us. You know, that can't stop though. Good times. Good times. Good game. Yeah, well done. That was actually a fun game. I can't stop, though, in terms of, like, there was legitimate back and forth, so that was fun. The Turbo Green paid off. Yeah, it's fine. Bronze Zero streamer. Yeah. How does Zach do it? I mean, it can't stop. I don't know. I almost certainly should have got both 7. Correct. Again, this is where it's like can't stop. It's like Zach was pretty far ahead, and then I got quite lucky to fight my way back in it. And then I was leading at that point, but then Zach got a bit lucky to get back in it. Zach was a bit lucky to be first seat. Like, whatever. It can't stop. There's tons of luck. Like, both of us made very reasonable decisions overall, and the dice gave it to Zach this time. Like, whatever. I actually have very few notes on how Zach played that. The only real notes I have is I actually think Zach... Well, you got 2 12s first turn. You got 2 12s first turn. I was going to say, you maybe could have gone slightly further on your first turn, but... anyhow, regardless, yeah. Zizak made a lot of very reasonable decisions. Like, I made a bunch of reasonable decisions, and then it can't stop. Dice determined it. It was good times, though. You don't really know how to play this? You made good decisions in this game. I don't know. I to be clear, I wasn't super watching, but like I think you basically made the decisions I would have, for the most part. So now, how good am I? Meh, there's that, but. Don't know if you needed to leave the stream, but you did. Oh, sorry. I As you can tell, I was not paying attention to BGA chat for either game. All of a sudden, I was just looked at all these messages. You did not have to leave. In Can't Stop, for the record, you absolutely can stay in the stream. You can absolutely listen to me. Now, technically, that is, yeah, you're getting my like general strategy, and I'm sometimes kind of say what my opponent should do. So like, I guess it's more kosher, but it's Can't Stop. I don't care. It's totally fine. Anyhow, you learned pretty quickly. You played too scared in the beginning. Yeah. Now, to be clear, I had to be very aggressive because you were able to cap a column so fast, right? But like, anyhow, yes, people tend to be. Most people tend to be too timid on average and can't stop. There are a handful of people that are too risky and they just like really roll some numbers way further than they should. But most people's issue is that they're not aggressive enough. Like most of the time, you need to win a game of 2-player can't stop in like 6 turns. Like I got 5 turns to win, and you won in 6 turns. I only had 5 turns to win. Like you have to be pretty aggressive to win in 5 turns. Like, you don't get to just sit back and hope that it works out. But, anyhow. You can't play Can't Stop because it tilts you right off the earth. Same. Yeah, it's very simple. You keep rolling until you hit the top or bust. There is actually a meaningful decision in between. But, yeah, if you take Can't Stop too seriously, you will tilt. Like, you have to remember, it's at the end of the day, it's Can't Stop. You're essentially gambling. Like, in the long run, yes, skill slightly matters, but... Anyhow, Super Mega Lucky did the same to you the other night, so maybe games of chance are not your jam. Yeah, I mean, look, Super Mega Lucky Box is only slightly more skillful Can't Stop. So you're playing the same game, really. But Super Mega is more truly gambling. I mean, sure. You usually play 3 and 4 player games of Can't Stop, where it's especially tilting and random. You can't believe Zach stream sniped your favorite Can't Stop streamer. The beginning you made when you first played this game like a year ago. Oh, okay, yeah. Again, when people first learn Can't Stop, yes, many people are way too timid. They don't really understand the odds, and they think that they have to like make 5 progress at a time or something crazy, and it's bad. But anyhow, no, you drink a bunch of alcohol and keep rolling. That's what Can't Stop is about. Fair enough. Your group's ultra aggressive. Gotcha. I mean, again, to be fair, aggression does kind of win, and in 3 and 4 player Can't Stop, you often do have to be a little aggressive. But anyhow, I don't find Can't Stop tilting. Can't Stop's brilliant, and it's a great game. Can't Stop is one of the rare games that I give a 9 rating to, right? Right? Do I know my ratings that well? I probably do. I guess rare is a bit of a stretch. I rate 39 games a 9, so that's a bit of... But yeah, Can't Stop! Alongside such illustrious company like Cockroach Poker. And a bunch of other actually good games. Lots of other actually good games are on this list. I mean, to be clear, I actually think Cockroach Poker and Can't Stop are actually really excellent games within their genre. It's just they're not serious games. They are for fun silliness. Although I say that, and then I also argued that I want the BPA to run a best of 7 Can't Stop tournament. So someday I will GM Can't Stop, and I will utterly ruin it at WBC when I turn it into 2-hour heats, best of 7 heads up play, all day knockout tournament. It'll be great. Diplomacy is a 9. Absolutely, Diplomacy is a 9. Did I ever play Yokohama? I did play Yokohama, but 340 logged games of Can't Stop on BGJ is dedication. I mean, to be clear, like, there should be... I only log my in-person plays of Can't Stop anymore. I mean, there's... Right? I also tend to log my Can't Stop plays when I stream them, so, like, I'm going to log today's. But, I mean, just to be clear, like, there's obviously way freaking more. But I think I log I log my streams for the most part. Otherwise, I log my in-person plays for the most part. There's way more Can't Stop otherwise. So again, my login's a little weird. Anyhow, I did play Yokohama. You like it about as much as Istanbul. It is very similar. I think I probably need to play Yokohama again. I played Yokohama a long time ago, and in hindsight, the teacher really kind of struggled, and I just wasn't really in the right headspace to like learn a game that day. But I found Yokohama only okay. But I do agree it has very similar vibes to Istanbul, and I really like Istanbul. But both Yokohama and Istanbul, I do think have a slight issue of like the upfront rules is kind of a lot, and it does take a little bit for you to really hit the flow state. And I think I did not easily hit flow state, coupled with like the rules and my mood not really jiving that day. So I think there is a chance that I like Yokohama quite a bit if I gave it more of a go. But Yokohama is one of those that I've only played once and I've never run into again, and so I think Yokohama I have rated just pretty mediocrely. But anyhow, yeah, looping way back, yes, diplomacy definitely rated a 9. I love that. Garver feed mill is excellent. Yes, it is. Hey, Ronnie, I don't if you're a Madisonian or wherever you're from, I don't know. Do I know? Maybe I know you. I don't immediately recognize your username, and maybe I should. So sorry if I don't. But you used to be in Madison. Ah, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Well, dang. Yeah, we. Well, our game group used to meet there. I'm not a part of a public game group, but yeah, we tend to meet at local areas. And yeah, Garver Feed Mill. I, I'm like a 5-minute bike ride on the path away from Garver Feed Mill. It's where I live in Madison. Yeah, it's a really cool spot. So, how the hell is this guy a mod and you're not? Do you want to be a mod? The first time you've been on the stream in years, and we're reviewing my BGG ratings. Feels like coming home. You mixed it, Crix. We played Agricola. People forced me to extend the stream with Can't Stop, and then I had to defend Can't Stop's honor and make it clear that I truly actually rated a 9 and think it's an excellent game. So yeah. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. I mean, Lumen, do you actually want to be a mod? To be clear, I will go make you a mod. I don't care. I don't actually put a hell of a lot of effort into this. So most of my mods are mostly, I think, yeah, because people occasionally ask, and then I just do it. This guy doesn't even summon wants to mod. I mean, it's fine. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure all of my mods don't actually sub anymore. To be clear, I have very few subs at the moment because I don't stream. It should be 0% up to me, so I suppose God's right. Whatever. Holy moly. I don't know what we're doing holy moly over. Oh, your buddy got married at Garver last summer. Oh, wow, that is really cool. Yeah, that's a nice venue, I'm sure. Anyhow, yeah, I live right by there, and my game group used to meet there. So that is kind of wild that comes up because yeah, that's just Garver Feed Mill came up because it was on my play logs. Oh yeah, Garver Feed Mill. Yeah, nice. Good times. Also, where's I was gonna say where's all the Gen Con Can't Stop plays, but there they are. Does that mean we didn't play Can't Stop at this year's Gen Con? Oh, that must be rectified. Gen Con needs to have more Can't Stop action. But you had to mod the chess.com channel for a long time, and it was an absolute nightmare. Oh, that sounds absolutely horrible. Yeah, no, that sounds. See, I mean, yeah. To be clear, like, yeah, to be clear, I don't really care if I have mods in this channel because I don't stream enough to really need them, and Twitch seems to have largely cracked down on the bots, or I was just more popular in the past and had more bots. I don't know the exact answer, but yeah, I don't need it. Hey Ryan, getting some pre-WBC streams in, just 1 week away. Hello Patrick, and yes, mostly that is. I mean, it's multiple factors. I took a break from streaming because I was doing like a lot of other things, and I kind of took a break from Agricola, and now I'm coming back and remembering, oh hey, it's fun and I like this. But it's also a lot of WBC is like really getting me in the gaming mood again. So yeah, I'm definitely hyped. I'm getting really excited for WBC. I got all my print order in. I got all my St. Pete stuff made today. Like all my score sheets and stuff. So like I got everything sent off to the printers and stuff, which is good because I've been behind on this. But so I got stuff So I got to go pick that up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm planning to use this weekend to kind of lay out all the board games that I want to bring and like start to lay out all that. I already got my schedule pretty much figured out and all that. So speaking of chess.com, by the way, I still play a disturbing amount of chess on chess.com. So thanks so much, Gonzo, for all those multiple years ago of magically getting me the premium account and stuff. I have used chess a lot since then. Chess is another one of those games that is like criminally underrated or like underlogged on BGG for me, and that's counting the fact that I backlogged like 1,000 some or 1,500 plays of chess from all my youth and stuff. Yeah, I mean I backlogged a ton of chess, but chess is another one that I don't. I only basically log chess if I stream it or I don't know. I basically don't log all my chess plays, but oh my god, there'd be like 3,000 games of chess over the last 2 years or something. I mean, I guess we can go look up. I don't want to know. I don't actually want to know this number, but let's go do it. Let's go do it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. 3,000 was an undercount. It's 4,200. Anyhow. Pretty sure averaging the number of viewers I do still puts me into the top percent of streamers. Oh, it 100% does. I mean, it absolutely does. Just to be clear. Will be funny to see if any traditionalists revolt at using the revised edition. Oh my god, they for sure will. To be clear, I absolutely believe that some of the St. Pete folks are not going to be happy about me using revised cards. I absolutely think a handful of people are going to be annoyed about it. But my trump card is I made it super clear that I didn't really want to run St. Pete and that anybody else could take it and run it the way they wanted, and nobody stepped up. So the option was St. Pete gets run my way or St. Pete doesn't get run at all. So those were their choices. And if they want to change it for next year, by all means, step up and run it. Now, to be clear, I will be a little sad if somebody actually steps up and runs St. Pete their way, and their way being pure original edition, no balance changes, because I think that is actually not... I think it is actually a much better game with the rebalance cards and bidding for seat position. I think it's more skill testing. It makes more sense for a tournament setting. But I also really don't actually want to be a 2-event GM. So I would love somebody else to pick it up. Or I honestly would be okay if this is Orleans' last go at WBC and I just become St. Pete GM. That's fine with me too, to be completely honest. I still like Orleans, but Orleans has definitely gone on the Great Western Trail cycle of like I was really into it and really loved the game, but it's kind of got to a position where I'm like, oh, I've mostly explored the strategic paths and I don't find the actual tactics of playing, particularly the last like third to half of the game, just kind of playing out your position and seeing who wins. I just don't love that dynamic anymore. Orleans in particular is slightly worse even than Great Western, I think, in that in Orleans I do feel that I kind of am just running a bot nowadays, and I don't super react to the events or my opponents. And so anyhow, yeah. I will not be sad if Orleans winds up dying at WBC. I'll be a little sad, to be clear, but honestly, I'm okay if Orleans dies. But you mean you know my feelings on chess? It's the single greatest board game of all time. I mean, to be clear, you won't mention your games played. I know you have way more. It's fine. You have tons of hours. I mean, to be clear, I have so many hours in various games too. It's really not that bad that I have 4,000 games of chess on chess.com over the last couple of years. Like whatever. But yeah, chess has turned into a thing that I just often I'm like, oh, whatever. In between work or I'm bored, like boot up a 3-minute rapid game and just go. Like whatever. To be clear, chess is one of the few games that I actually rate a 10. So again, if we really cared to go through all my ratings, which we really shouldn't because who cares, but chess is one of the few games that I still rate a 10. But you definitely do not enjoy Orleans very much. The game needs to be half as long. Yeah, that's fair. You heard a rumor Orleans might come to BGA later this year? That'd be great. If so, it'd be really fun to see how strategies unfold with a much larger base. I agree with that. You're glad that I'm still using the chess membership? Oh yeah. Look, huge thanks to you. Like, it's been great. I still, when I actually care about trying to improve a little, I actually do use some of the review features and stuff too. Lately, I will admit, I have just really not actually been paying attention, and I just kind of log in and play games mindlessly. And my rating has reflected that. I've done some really fucking stupid blunders and things, but hey, that's what happens when you don't actually pay attention to chess. But anyhow, Orleans on BGA would be fun. I hope that comes someday. But I do think Orleans on BGA will also like basically completely kill my interest. I'll probably play like 20 games, get a pretty good rating when it first comes out, and then be like, oh nope, this is what I thought. But I could be proven wrong. Like I agree. It would be interesting to see if there's some significantly different ideas, or maybe there's stuff that's really important that I don't know about, etc. But anyhow, the lessons are good too. Yeah, I should probably explore those on chess.com. But anyhow, you're looking forward to trying out Vegas Showdown? Yeah, that's great. Vegas Showdown is a game that is only mildly fitting my schedule. Basically, the issue. Well, so first off, the first Vegas Showdown heat is like I'm hoping to be in the Agricola semifinal. Now, to be honest, the Agricola field is stupidly good, and it's only gotten scarier because like Gray and Sean are showing up. So, like, it's totally conceivable that I actually don't make the semifinal, and then I do get to play Mega Showdown. So, like, that's a nice consolation. I'm not sure that I play the third heat of Agricola. I only intend to play the third heat of Agricola if I have a first and a second. If I have two firsts, cool, I don't need to play it. If I don't have a first at all, I don't intend to play Heat 3 if I have to get a win. I think I will just skip and be happy getting 5 tribes in Vegas Showdown and just passing. But anyhow, so that first heat of Vegas Showdown I'm intending to not make. This second heat of Vegas Showdown I'm hoping to make, but that's assuming that I already have a first, second, and 5 tribes, or ideally 2 firsts. It's pretty likely that in reality I need to play this 5 tribes heat, so that I also will not be playing this Vegas Showdown. And so then I will be left playing just 1 heat of Vegas Showdown, which will be kind of a bummer. Also, the Orleans final is currently scheduled over the Vegas Showdown semis, so that's actually also unfortunate. I'm hoping that people will agree to move this if I make the Vegas Showdown semis, but like, there's no guarantee. Also, I might not be in the Orleans finals, so I don't really care if other people play the finals while I'm playing the semifinal. So we'll see how that plays out. But anyhow, I would like to play Vegas Showdown. Last year I absolutely couldn't. It didn't work at all. I would like to compete this year. I feel I've gotten a lot better over the years because I've got a lot of tips. But honestly, the Vegas Showdown field is also pretty wildly good. So I don't really have super high hopes there. But you're interested to see how TI ends up being OBJ. So many salty quitters. Oh, that's gross. The only other online implementation of TI had so many instances where people needed to react every single action that was a slog. Yeah. The scheduling for this is crazy. I mean, to be clear, I don't think most people schedule their WBC as wildly as I do. I think a lot of people just happily play whatever heats they actually want, and then they get into a couple of semifinals maybe, and that makes them happy. I am on the extreme end of min-maxing my schedule to make as many semifinals as possible and like compete for as many fictional internet points as I can get. But I am on the extreme end. I think there's a handful of I mean, there's definitely some other number of players that are going to be like me and have their schedule super min-maxed. But for the most part, this is not what most attendees do. Will I stream my team tournament analysis? Oh, that's actually a really interesting idea, Lumen. I was thinking about writing an article on BGG about my team tournament stuff over the next couple of days, or ideally over the weekend, because the happy handicapper is not doing his job, or more likely Ken's not updating this. But like we have none of this. I would like to step up and take the happy handicapper's job. That is. I will officially come out and say it. I want to take his job away. I will take it over. Uh, but yeah, no, that would actually be fun. It'd be fun to. I might do that. Now, when I say it's fun, how many people care about this besides like you and I? Very few. But no, it'd be. I might do that actually. I might take time tomorrow and just be like, yeah, let's have a freaking team analysis stream for like a half hour to an hour, and then I can freaking upload it to YouTube and share it if any other WBC folks want to freaking watch it and talk about it. I might do that. That sounds fun to me. Again, I don't know how many people care. Honestly, very few people care. Most years, I think there's only like 40-ish people that actually send in their freaking team anyhow. With that said, so few people know to even send in their entry because like nobody's told them to. So honestly, making a stream about it and hyping it up and sharing it to the Facebook group and whatever other channels and be like, hey people, go submit your 10 teams as your best guess. Like, it'll make it harder for me to win because there'll be way more competition. But like, I obviously don't really care about winning. I mean, I mildly do it that it's fun to submit an entry, but I'm not. Yeah, I would rather see a lot of people participate because I enjoy the side spectacle of the team tournament and I'm all for it getting more attention. Anyhow, there's a lot of open gaming. It's not just tournaments. Yeah, to be clear. Yeah, you don't need to schedule so many tournaments either. Yeah, a lot of people come and just open game. Again, I am on the extreme end of this. There are people that basically don't play tournaments at all and they just open game. I think that is relatively uncommon. I do think most attendees are doing some tournament gaming and some open gaming. But yeah, I think most of them just kind of circle a couple tournaments each day, a couple heats of like, oh, I really like 5 tribes, and I'm gonna play Las Vegas, and I'll just open game the rest of the day. Like, mostly, a lot of people treat the schedule as just like scheduled open gaming. It's just like, oh, if I want to play 5 tribes at 1:00, I guaranteedly can go do it. Cool. Oh, and I like St. Pete. I'm gonna go do that. And oh, I like Medici, but now I'm just gonna open game, or I just want to go get sleep. Like. But yeah, if you're really trying to make a console type run, then you min-max the schedule like crazy, which is what I intend to do. I intend to try to race to console. I got stupidly lucky last year and got 3rd overall. I don't actually expect. Well, it would be insane for me to set my expectations at doing as well as I did last year, because that's setting myself up for failure. My goal for this year is the same as every year. Get a plaque and something. Get wood. And my other goal for this year is simply... My other goal is basically, yeah, I mean, I just want to keep playing as well as I can. And I like when results reflect that. So, like, realistically, I just want to make a bunch of semis and feel like I play well in the semis. Even if I play well in the semis, that doesn't guarantee I advance. But I would like to play sharp and get to test my mettle against a bunch of other people in a bunch of advancement rounds. That's what I'd like to achieve. And I think it's reasonably likely I achieve that. But we'll see. Anyhow, what is my team? My team is mostly the repeat of last year. However, Eric Roble did not register on time. So we had to replace him with the kid. Eric Roble, Terraforming Mars... We're betting that you no longer retain your triple year in a win. The kid is coming for you, and the kid's gonna take it down. He's also actually an adult now, so you know whatever. But yeah, we picked up Andrew for Terraforming Mars, and then we still have Eric Freeman on Amun Ray. We still have Rob Effinger on Innovation, which he won last year, and then I picked Beyond the Sun this year. I do think that I have very good chances, or like pretty good chances to Beyond the Sun out of all the games I can pick. And also, I still care about fitting the stupid Terrafarmers theme because, 1, I actually love the name, and 2, I do love that all of our games have terraforming or farming in them. So, even though I gave up Terra Mystica, Beyond the Sun still has terraforming in it. So, admittedly, our team image doesn't quite work anymore because we no longer have an Agricola folk. So like this cow is a little bit off, and there's no Terra Mystic anymore. So the hexes are a little off, but it's still a lovely image. Lubin made this for us. He was an old team member. Which, speaking of all this, I did debate. I maybe should still do this. We won the team tournament last year. I won the team tournament with Team Terrafarmers, so I do get to win I think I win a team tournament plaque. At the very least, we do get like loosely recognized at the annual meeting. So I should make a Terrafarmers shirt if I had enough time. Although also if I blow this, I mean I probably have the original image, but if I blow this up, I don't know. It starts to look pretty pixelated when I throw it on a t-shirt probably, but whatever. We'll see. We'll see. That's crazy talk, but anyhow. What is console? Most wins overall. Did Nick Kenny win console last year? Yes, he did. And Lumen loosely explained Laurels, but Laurels are fictional internet points, and indeed, console is whoever has the most fictional internet points. The Coltsman family really games. There's a couple families, which is fair. You hear the artist is available for a fee? That's true. Look, if you can get me an upscaled or slightly different version of Terrafarmers to throw on a shirt in the next day or two, sure. Let's talk. But I don't know that I'm actually going to follow through on this plan, so whatever. Also, if I do it, I would want to reach out to my teammates and although I don't even know that I need to reach out to my teammates, I can pretty much guess that medium/large t-shirts will work. But anyhow, to be honest, Andrew is at least as good at terraforming as Eric, but it's still a high variance game. Yeah, I mean, to be clear, that's why I took, and I know Andrew's been grinding Mars. I wanted to take Roble purely because I wanted to just repeat our team, right? Like, our team won, I'm just going to repeat even if it's not the best odds. Technically, we're going to just try to run it again, because, to be honest, the best odds in the team tournament are still a ton of luck. There's a ton of variance in the team tournament the way it's organized. So the only thing I care about is giving myself a reasonable shot. I gave myself a reasonable shot last year and it came through. This year, I'm giving myself a reasonable shot again. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think Andrew and Mars is a really good bet. But as you say, it's high variance. Anything can happen. But part of why Mars is such a good thing is he's not won Mars before, so he gets a bonus point if he wins. Even if he doesn't win, Mars is a big enough field that you still get pretty good points for the other places. Whereas a lot of games, if the field is small in the team tournament, it barely matters if you get 5th or 6th or 3rd or 4th. So anyhow, you bet ChatGPT could whip me up a image? Maybe. What resolution you looking for? Basically just enough that if I printed it on a t-shirt about the same size as my current Under Armour logo. I want Terrafarmers roughly that, right? The text on Terrafarmers is loosely visible. There's a bit of an image that's, if I put that on a t-shirt, how pixelated does it look? Now, to be clear, I might have a better resolution than whatever the WBC site is hosting, right? I don't know if this is the original image anymore, or if I can go hunt what you originally sent me one day. But it looks like if I expand this just a little, it looks a little... I mean, a lot of these images that you copied and pasted presumably are fuzzy, so I don't know that there's any hope anyhow. And maybe that's part of the charm, right? Terraforming Mars, everybody says that there's a slight clip art look to the whole game. But anyhow, what's with the little house next to Mars? Or maybe it's an arrow? Oh my. Yeah, you mean it's a mouse cursor. Now, what is up with that? I don't know for sure. Is it a mouse cursor that accidentally has been copied into the image? I don't know. Is it part of Terraforming Mars' artwork? Maybe. I don't know. But anyhow, it's better than Agricola unless Galen shows up. You think there are not many players who can win Mars? It's a game piece. Gotcha. Ah, yes it is. I see it now. Anyhow, yeah, to be clear, Andrew as a bet for our team, I think our team has pretty good shots. I mean, Eric Freeman and Amon Ray is he wins Amon Ray once every 6 years or something, so I don't know. It's not like the best odds, but like, hey, he always has a shot. Effinger wins innovation like every 3 or 4 years on average. I think I probably have like a 1 in 5 to 1 in 4 shot of winning Beyond the Sun overall. Like that's pretty high. That might be too high. I don't know how good the field is at WBC to be honest, so we'll find out. I feel pretty strong about how good I am at Beyond the Sun, but also it's 4 player. There's other strong players. Like we'll see. Um, Andrew winning Mars, I agree. Like over the years, Galen, you, Eric, you have all been very confident in how good you are at Mars, and even though the field is huge, you have all only been beaten or bested by each other, right? Like in actual overall standings. So I'm like you guys have basically proven to me. I'm like, okay, even though the field's huge and even though I thought the game had like quite a bit of variance, there's also apparently a hell of a lot of skill because like the results are suggesting that these people that are willing to like bet on it are doing well. So like Andrew has clearly been playing a ton of it and has gotten very good. So yeah, I like our team's chances. Now there are a lot of other good teams. The Siegelmen are always like a threat. Like wherever AJ's team is this year, which I think Lumen is on that again, right? That team always seems legit. There, I'm accidentally, I'm bleeding streams now though. I'm bleeding streams. See, I gotta do this analysis later. Like we gotta do the analysis later. But like Sweat Hogs look like a great team. Like there's definitely a good number of teams that have real chances at winning. The Chaos Giants have assembled like a pretty like reasonable squad. Like there's a lot of teams that could I think actually win it all this year. So we'll talk about it later. Sweat Hogs, yeah. Anyhow, the field is just bad. Yeah, for sure. Lumen's team is stacked. Oh yeah, for sure. Here's AI's attempt. All right, I'm ready, but Terra Farmers. I mean, AI's attempt is. I mean, it's kind of cool. You do have this like planety thing, and you have these like fields, and you have like some crops. But the problem is like it does not. You need to tell it like board game Terra Farmers, but God, who knows where it goes from there? I'm sure it gets even worse. Also, why? I don't. Yeah, AI does some questionable things still, which I mean makes sense. It's AI, but anyhow, team, correct. But Wingspan. Good luck. Yeah, Lumin's. Yeah, Lumin on Wingspan. I told it was a board game team, but it just took board game team in big letters. Yeah. Well, see, this is what I mean. Like the AI doesn't actually know what terraforming Mars and Amun Ray and stuff is, and so like I love this little pyramid thing for Amun Ray. Like, I don't know, that's just yeah, it speaks to me. So like, I don't know, it's yeah. But anyhow, yes. AJ in Through the Ages, like he's made the final every year. He's won multiple years. That's a great bet. Lumen on Wingspan is a great bet. Carl on wait, is this Splendor? Wait a sec. Carl on Splendor, I'm dubious about. Carl is a very good gamer, but betting on Splendor, I'm dubious. But Chad on Navigador, Chad's back-to-back champ on Navigador. He's very good. Navigador does have some issues in that I'm a little wary about how likely it is to repeat. But look, I mean, this is still a pretty damn good, pretty strong teammate in the wide range of things. But he won the play by email. Okay, I mean. I'm dubious about people's ability to repeatedly win Splendor at WBC. But again, I should be talking about this. I gotta stop after this. I gotta save this for tomorrow's team tournament stream. But I don't know. I mean I guess we have some repeating loyalists. And admittedly, Rob Murray has like proven he repeatedly does well. I don't know. I just feel like there's too many people that are too reasonably good at Splendor to want to bet on it, but what do I know? What do I know? Also, to be fair, my earlier argument is like somewhat similar to Mars, though. Splendor is a good team tournament game in that if you do win, it's worth a ton of points, and even if you don't win, as long as you place, it's worth a lot of points because it is such a huge field. So that part is good, and it also even if he puts up 0 points, he does significantly help your tiebreaker by picking a game that has so many players. And tiebreak is meaningful in team tournament. Like ties will definitely happen at some points. So there is meaningful value actually too in that side of it. So because 198 players, like it's helpful. It's very helpful. Anyhow. And it's not like he's picking through the ages over AJ. Well, that's true. That's true. What else is Carl supposed to pick? What else is Carl supposed to pick? You're not picking through the ages. You're not picking Agricola because Agricola field is just stupid. And what else do you pick? Then if you're Carl, you pick Brass? He did well in Brass, right? Am I crazy? Carl did well in Brass? But also, like, again, are you betting on Brass? Like, maybe, but you're right. You're right. It makes sense. It makes sense to do what he did. Why can I not? Why am I? There's Brass. That's what that image looks like. Oh, he took fifth, but he repeated. So he's third and fifth. Okay, it's maybe not as good as I thought, but okay. Anyhow, what about this AI logo? Oh, great, we're all making AI art for me. Terra Farmers. It's better, but why do I have the St. Louis Gateway Arch to the Stars? Where did that come from? What was this? Also, what's happening here? What's this? I mean, I'm being too picky about the AI art, but like this is decent, but I'm rejecting it also. But thanks. It's the space elevator. That's fair. Hey, relax, bud. Why he say F me for? That one looks cool. It's fair. The solar panel farming. That's fair. Anyhow, at Gonzo. Oh, Iron Meeples better worry about dodging legal retribution more than winning cups. I see. We take our art seriously. Oh, I see. I denigrated your arch. To be clear, I've bet at your arch within the past year. I don't know that I talked about that, but I enjoy the arch. I enjoy St. Louis a lot. I had a good time in St. Louis. Now that I say that, I feel bad, actually. I didn't reach out to you. I was in St. Louis a couple months ago. I didn't think about it. I wasn't streaming much. Carter and I went to... Carter, my partner, and I went to St. Louis because the eclipse. We did some St. Louis things and then saw the eclipse. So I was at the arch. I did the thing. I like the arch. I was at your cider place. I was at the City Museum doing silly things, and then I watched the eclipse. It was good times. Budweiser tour. Yeah, St. Louis is a cool city. I did stuff. So sorry to denigrate your arch. Look, I like your arch. I don't know why the arch was in my Terraformers picture. That's all. That's all I was getting at. Glad I went to City Museum. Yeah. Thank you for adding to your meme bank. Yeah, it is a big arch. It's cool. I like it. I like St. Louis. I really was sad. I didn't even realize, but there was a soccer game. So like Brick River Cider, I think it was, is like pretty close to the soccer stadium, and there were all these soccer fans in there, and I was just enjoying a bunch of cider. But I really liked that part of town. I liked visiting St. Louis, but and then I liked seeing the eclipse. It was a fun little trip earlier this spring. So, but yeah. Anyhow, I have blabbed so long now. We are very close to 3 hours of the stream, and I did not intend to stream for 3 hours. But again, I'm having fun. I'm glad to be back streaming. I'm glad people are here chatting. I agree, it's fun. It's cool to hang out. I totally intend to do a team tournament stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it kind of. I might do it kind of midday tomorrow, maybe around my time noonish. Hopefully, not that I need Lumen there, but like hopefully Lumen, will be around. But we'll see. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. But I do actually kind of want to do. I do kind of want to stream my. I've not yet put together my bets on the top 10 teams. So I think it will be fun actually to do some stupid team tournament analysis and talk more WBC tomorrow. Just commits. So I'm gonna do that, even though I have no idea how many people are gonna watch that stream or care. But I'm gonna have fun doing it. So I'm gonna do that. So all right, we're here for the blabbing. Great, that'll be good. But yeah, I need to go walk Loki and do some other stuff here tonight. But anyhow, definitely not earlier. Yeah, that's fair. Tomorrow, good. Sunday, not, cause soccer. I'll try to get it in tomorrow. I suspect I will. I'm trying to meet up with a friend at some point tomorrow to hang out for a bit. But I have very few plans for tomorrow. I need to open up my new copy Beyond the Sun and probably I was about to say punch it, but I don't know that there's any cardboard counters, so there might be no punching involved. It might just be taking shrink wrap off decks of cards. But anyhow, I have whatever tiny little tasks. Set out all the games I want for WBC. Figure out a few other things, etc. Go get my print jobs from the print shop. And oh god, the thing that I don't want to do that I do need to do is I'm gonna have a decent amount of cutting because I'm trying to print a bunch of loose proxies for St. Petersburg, right? Because there's not going to be enough copies of the expansion cards. So, admittedly, that is going to take a little bit of actual work. Well, I'll watch TV and just cut a bunch, but I'm not really looking forward to that task. But, anyhow, yeah. I'm just mostly hanging out this weekend. So, yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, thanks for the stream. Print shop might have a big cutting thing. It will, but I don't know that they'll do it for me. Yeah, I know what you're referring to, and I used to know what they were called. They do have they have some sort of name, but it's not coming to me at the moment. My dad was an art teacher, and he always had one in the room too. But anyhow, yeah. Maybe I can access that. Even if I can't, to be clear, it's not that. I'm only making like 20 sets. It's not going to take me that long to cut them, but just it's a thing that actually sounds like a job and a work, not fun. Whereas everything else still mostly sounded fun to me. Prepping for WBC is just kind of fun, and thinking about WBC is fun, but cutting things to prep for WBC less so. But whatever. Anyhow. Thanks all for the stream. It's been great. You remember them being self-service, but that was a billion years ago? Oh, to be fair, maybe some print shops allow them self-service. I don't know the one I'm going to does. Although now that you say that, oh, Lumen, wait a second. I live next door to a freaking library, and I go in there all the time, but I think they do have, I don't need to look it up online, but I can probably go pick up, even if the print shop won't let me, I think the library has this. You may have saved me a decent amount of time by just giving me that idea, because yeah, I think actually I can probably go access some useful tool in the library. Cool. Well, I'll report on that tomorrow too, hopefully. But anyhow, yeah, for now, headed off. See everybody around. It's been good. Later all. Bye.